This episode brought to you by Chit Chat. It's like TikTok, only with silencers.
Hey everybody, we're watching Assassins and you are listening to Miscast Commentary.
You're listening to Miscast Commentary, where two guys have seen way too many movies and have way too much time on their hands.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Now here's your hosts, Joe Finley and Todd Murray.
Hey everybody, welcome to Miscast Commentary. I'm Joe Finley.
I'm Todd Tebow, the Sailor Murray.
I thought I lost you for a minute there. Todd is via Zoom. This is our second movie being done over Zoom. It is weird. It is a lot. But let's press play.
Now.
Oh wait, not really now because.
Oh my God, we're done. Don't press play. Stop. Okay.
Stop everything. Okay, everybody go right back to the beginning. Okay.
Yeah, go to the beginning.
I'd like to apologize to all our fans out there for all this craziness that's going on. I didn't start COVID, but I perfected it, baby. All right, let's do this for real. Let's press play.
Oh, I didn't say now.
That's okay. Let's just assume they press play when I said press play.
Yeah, great.
All right.
There's the old dabba yabby.
Nice.
Yeah, we were talking a lot about them with the old their streaming model.
Everything going to what's it called?
Ooh, the bell tolls for the Assassins.
HBO Max. The word assassins, it always seems like it's spelt wrong to me because who would put ass back together other than like a hip hop artist?
Exactly. Or you're like a hip hop assassin. Ooh. You know what? That's funny that you say that because right when you said that we were watching the movie Assassins, all I can think of is those albums that came out. Remember that one tune, Like a Puppet on a String? And it was like Dr. Dre and Be Real.
Oh, God.
But it was all these, it was always DJ Muggs from Cypress Hill with whoever it was. And they were always called Assassins. And through the entire album, it goes, Assassins.
Assassins.
And literally for days since you've said Assassins, it's all I can think is Assassins.
I do that with colors. Oh, that guy looked a little bit like Polly Walnuts in that light.
Polly Walnut.
Yeah. You know. This movie
Who the hell is that? Is he somebody from The Sopranos or something?
Yeah. He's the one with like the gray hair, and he has this like little it's the sort of a dark gray, and then has like these like white little silvery things going on.
Oh, I think we're living. I think this shot should have happened. Then the word assassins should have came up. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea actually. Mm-hmm. So the movie was
Nick Nolte eyes.
Yeah, he did. So the movie is directed by Richard Donner.
Oh.
And we've talked about him enough times before that we don't have to go through his whole thing again. But what was really interesting was actually Mel Gibson really wanted to direct this movie and was at one point tapped to potentially star in it as well. And he was kind of getting deep into Braveheart when that was happening. So it ended up going towards Richard Donner, who had heard about it from Mel Gibson, who he had done many movies with. It was written originally by the Wachowski siblings.
No way.
Yes. So they wrote the original. What's that?
No, keep on.
Okay, they wrote the original draft. Now Lily Wachowski, she's got a TV show she's working on called Work in Progress. Lana is solo on Matrix 4, which is in post-production right now, having written and directed that. There's a whole team of writers on that Matrix 4, though. There was a bunch of people whose names I didn't recognize. So we'll see how that goes. But it ended up getting not rewritten, but it did get it went through a rewrite session with Brian Helgeland, who wrote Nightmare on Elm Street 4, LA Confidential, Conspiracy Theory, Payback, A Knight's Tale, Mystic River, Man on Fire, Robin Hood, 42, and he's got one coming out that he's writing and directing. It's called The Finest Kind, starring Jake Gyllenhaal. So I mean,
oh, no way.
Yeah, so I mean, the guy's got like quite a resume on him, and I guess the Wachowskis really didn't enjoy his rewrite of the script and tried to get their names taken off of the movie, but the WGA wouldn't do it.
I was just gonna say, like, you think that Stallone would like tell his buddy that, like, hey, maybe put on some galoshes because we're going out into the swamp, but then he's killing the guy.
I think that's part. Yeah, I also thinking that that's part of it too, right? Like, it's like, I want to make sure that he's not wearing galoshes. It has to be difficult for him. He looks like an old Billy Crudup.
Dude, I'm not even kidding. That's exactly what I was thinking.
That's hilarious.
Has Stallone lost his nerve?
Yeah. No, this is good.
This
movie is a weird one because it's probably, like, at least at this point, it's the only action movie we ever saw that was all silencers.
Yes.
There's only one scene where there's a gunshot that doesn't feature a silencer.
Oh, he's like, take this gun so I don't feel like a bad guy for shooting you in the head from behind.
Yeah. Well, he's telling him, I'm going to let you take your own life.
Oh, Lord. The Yakuza way. This is the way of the samurai.
Yeah. The only problem with this is, as an assassin, I imagine that guy would understand that there's no clip in that gun.
I hope that when he pulls the trigger, it's like the flag that comes out. Oh, nope.
Yeah, that would have been amazing. He sees it and he's like, oh. That would have been even better if this wasn't a scene where he was killing and it was actually just a big prank for his birthday. And they're like, happy birthday. And then all the assassins come out and, like, they bring pizza.
Come out, in the swamp. They just set up shit.
Yoda's also there for obvious reasons.
Of course. Well, that comes with the swamp pretty much, so.
Train the swamp, I will.
He does not floating around. Jeez. He didn't look happy about his job anymore.
No, I think
he's done with this, man. He looks like he's done with it.
Totally done with it. Stallone, we talked a little bit about him during Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I think that was the last thing we did with him in it. But he actually, something that surprised me, I didn't realize, he is in the new Suicide Squad movie coming out.
Stallone.
Yeah. I don't know
I
don't know what his role is. When you actually look him up, it just says he's in it. It doesn't have a role next to it. He's also in a movie called Little America, which I think I mentioned in the last time, where China now owns America.
Right.
And I don't really know what else happens. I assume guns. And then it's Expendables 4 is announced. So
my God, the Expendables. I'm hoping that in Expendables 4, like, half the good guys go bad. Come on, man. I want to see, like, Stallone fight Arnold, or, like, you know what I mean? Like, come on.
It would be pretty cool to see one of them, go
Or they all got to take Arnold. You know what I mean? Like Jet Li. Wait, was it Jet Li? Yeah, he's in there, right?
He was in there.
Like Jet Li and, like, one of the other guys, Statham, fighting, like, Wesley Snipes, right on.
But, like, who's left to add to those movies?
They got well, I guess they could. I guess the idea was that they're all kind of classic.
Yeah.
Guys. I mean, there's new people that they could throw in, but that would be stupid.
Well, I mean, and they sort of do. Like, even Statham kind of counts as a new guy when you, like, make it relative to friggin' Van Damme and still, like, Steven Seagal would be.
Seagal is the only guy they need to get.
He's the only one I think they need. But, like,
I heard that he asked for, like, an astronomical amount of money or something.
Which is crazy. It's like, okay, fine. Go back to, like, giving friggin' sheriff's departments, friggin' talks and stuff like that.
Well, because he had that show where he was it was like he was Chuck Norris for real, but then it, like, got canceled because everybody was like, you're the joke show here, bud.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm really bummed out the fact that they didn't, like, line up the shot so, like, because all the writing is, like, down on an angle, on this screen. Like they got a
We're
shot
seeing
of the
through
screen
Stallone's eyes, even though his head is full on. It's on an angle.
He's always crooked. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yo, I thought of something while I was stretching.
Yo.
So I'm hoping that we get a butt shot of either Antonio or Stallone, so I can say it. So remind me if we see one of the butts.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Why should I? That's Richard Donner right there.
That is Richard Donner right there. I did not know that there was such interest in this movie.
Yeah, no, it was quite a thing, and it was not a great, a well-performing movie for how much it cost. But we'll get into that in a little bit.
I'm sure that the two of us were both expecting a big action, blockbuster. The movie at the time did not fill my action quota. Like the silencers, it was weird. I was like, this movie's strange.
That was weird, but I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed it almost solely for Antonio Banderas, who I barely knew at this point. Like, I mean, I don't think
anybody really knows Antonio Banderas. He's an enigma.
No, that's true, but I mean, like, most of the things that he was in at this point, like, he hadn't been in Zorro yet. He hadn't been, or had he just been in Zorro? No, I think he hadn't been in Zorro yet. And, he had been in things like Philadelphia, An Interview with a Vampire, and he was, like, a very vague, he's just a dude who existed, and all of a sudden, I was like, oh, this is fucking amazing. This may have come out I'll have to look it up, but I think he may have come out just after Zorro, but, he would have shot it just prior.
Like, pretty much the same time, right?
Yeah, right around. Like, he would have shot it before Zorro had come out, and, he had any kind of notoriety. It's an interesting little thing. Apparently, the lead role was originally written with Sean Connery in mind, which means that this is the second movie would be the first movie technically that the Wachowskis wrote with Sean Connery in mind that he turned down, because he also turned down the role of the architect in the Matrix.
Right on.
And then who else too? Apparently Christian Slater was thought about for the role of Miguel Bain. I don't know if he was still going to be Miguel at that point or just Michael.
That'd be great if he was Miguel still. Pulls a Rob Schneider.
Yeah. Here's a thought. You're at a funeral. Literally everybody's wearing black. Don't wear a tan suit if you're the guy who's going to assassinate somebody.
Maybe he goes to it's like a sick thing. Like when the arsonist goes back to the scene of the crime to watch the flames. He goes back to... Well, he was staring at Richard Donner weirdly. That was, that scene where it showed him circling his face? That was something altogether different from years ago that they just put into the movie.
Yeah, exactly. It's something everybody does to Richard Donner.
Exactly. There he is. A young, handsome Antonio Banderas.
As opposed to what other Antonio Banderas? He's always handsome. Even old Antonio is still fucking...
Oh, yes, he is. He's like somebody took out a second hit.
Yep.
Subcontracted. There's two guys on the job, or too many roosters in the hen house here.
That's what I'm saying.
Just Stallone's like, yo, did I just do that?
Oh my God, he wouldn't say that. He's a priest. Come on.
He should have been hit by lightning.
Yeah. Apparently, Joe Johnston was on board to write the script at one point, and they had Arnold Schwarzenegger and Wesley Snipes in mind for the role.
No way.
So I couldn't see. I do not like the idea of Schwarzenegger as this character. He can't at least then I couldn't see him being this kind of I can't do it, but Stallone is perfect.
Yeah, Stallone is. I think Stallone has a much larger acting range. Oh, here we go. Shoot out in the cemetery.
But actually, what Stallone brings to this is not the acting range, which is good. It's this just death. It's just this deadpan, whatever. Stephen Wright also would have done this really well. I don't want to assassinate no more.
Oh, here he goes.
Yeah. I like the idea that he still doesn't have to take the gun out. He's like, I'm still... See, he won me over right here in this scene. He's like, watch. There it is.
Oh, yeah, there it is, yeah.
Oh, man.
Good old Antonio. Oh, yeah, he was in Expendables 3, is he not?
He was in the Expendables 3, indeed. Just going through his... what's it called? Resume. So he was in Mambo Kings, Philadelphia, Interview with a Vampire, Desperado, Evita. I'm pretty sure this came out, then Mask of Zorro. then Spy Kids, Once Upon a Time in Mexico, Shrek 2, and then everything that featured Puss in Boots after that. He was in Haywire, Machete Kills, Expendables 3, Genius, Pablo Picasso, which was good. I didn't see the whole thing, but he was like really good in it. Life Itself, and he's in The Hitman's Wife. I'm going to try that again. He's in The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard and Uncharted coming up. The one like Tom Holland, the video game.
The Tom Holland Uncharted.
Mm-hmm.
Man, these guys are in too much stuff. Man, I'm always seeing everybody. It's like Disney. It's like I'm gonna just see everybody in the same movies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
there's too much Tom Holland going on out there.
Yeah, he's only been in at this point. The problem is he's been in the biggest movies. So it's but realistically, he's been in 6 movies.
Oh, here we go.
This is good.
You got arrested on purpose. This was his plan.
Yeah, because now he can't.
And nobody noticed the other guy shooting at him out of his cast. It's sort of like a paper bag around a booze bottle, it's invisible to the police. If you cover your gun with a cast, you could literally be shooting them.
Yeah.
They're staring at you. They have no idea what's happening. They're like, get down! Someone's shooting from behind you to me!
Yeah. The guy's partner goes down. He's like, well, my hands are tied. He's like, but I just want you to know, that guy was 2 days away from his retirement.
Yes.
As is the case for every Richard Donner movie.
And it's not cliche because the other movies, he's 1 day away.
Yes. Yeah, it's true. It's like they've
changed the formula, bro. Way to go.
Yeah, I know. They just entered a whole new world.
Oh my God, I can't. Let's see how he gets out of here. He's gonna whip a wire through or something and start choking the one guy.
Yeah. What was interesting too, I guess Richard Donner, just responding to how the film actually went, he said his belief was that the movie would have been better had he switched Antonio Banderas and Sylvester Stallone, but I couldn't disagree with him more.
Oh, that's what he thought, eh?
That's what he thought, but here's my thought. The whole point of the character of Robert Rath is the fact that he's been at this for so long, and he wants out, and the young guy comes up and starts getting into his space. So I'm like, how is he gonna be the old guy and Stallone gonna be the young up and comer?
Hey, man, they made Captain America look like an old guy. They throw a couple of gray lines on him.
Yeah.
Gray up the hair, a little touch of gray, boom.
Yeah, but still, I mean,
I agree with you. If you're going to hire if it's based solely on the two of them, of course Stallone would have to be the aging gunslinger. Come on, right?
Yeah, it makes no sense. That's to me, you almost get a Clint Eastwood or something like that. I'm too old for this. It's like him in the Line of Fire. Yeah, actually, him in the Line of Fire would be
movie? That movie's fucking awesome.
We got to do that movie. That movie is one of my favorites, featuring another assassin.
Oh shit! Oh, he's gonna jump right up. Oh no! I thought he was gonna do the old ramp off the car.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because when two cars hit in action, one car turns into a ramp.
Yep, as always. I always love that, and every now and again, if the movie's really sloppy, you can see that thing. It's
in Trauma.
Yeah,
they use the shot in every movie because they spent all the money on one car crash and they repeat it in every goddamn film.
And my theory about that is they made one movie and whatever profit they made off of it, they did that big special effect, and then it's okay, well the money from that movie's gone. Now we'll use it to make other movies.
I love the whole, Antonio, I guess, is not really there yet, but I love this whole two action dudes going against each other, man. They should make way more movies like this.
Oh, it was good. Well, Ballistic X versus Sever, which he was also in.
Yeah, exactly. They should make more movies exactly like that movie.
Mm-hmm. And then Ballistic Zorro versus X.
That's where he plays both crossovers, man.
Yeah.
Zorro versus Assassins.
That would be great. Freddy versus Robert Rath.
Okay, so for the Expendables 4, you were talking about who could be in there. Okay, the bad guy in the first one was Mel Gibson, right? The second one was Van Damme.
Yeah.
Who was the third one Van Damme?
I'm trying. That's a great question. I'm gonna start looking it up
because I'm trying to think of who could be the bad. The only way they could do the bad guy is you just turn the movie off. The only way you could do there you go. The only way you could do the bad guy is he's got to be somebody big. So that's why I think the idea is the other guys, half the team should go bad. Like Arnold goes bad.
Yeah.
And a bunch of them go bad. Or they always were bad. You know what I mean? When it's taking you down.
Yeah, you got to do something because it's like there's not enough people to add, and you can't. Well, but at the same time, do you want that? And it's like, it's a whole mess. I did have somebody in mind, and he totally slipped my mind now. And then there's
who are we good? Norris was in there. The only guy like Steven Seagal's the only dude that hasn't been in there. But I'm trying to think of anybody else. They could have like third tier, like Lorenzo Lamas.
Oh God.
And Oh, you know what? Now that we were talking about HBO and all this shit, and this is a WB movie, so that works out kind of well. Peacemaker, who's played by John Cena, is going to be. He's going to get his own HBO show.
Yeah.
Just based on Peacemaker.
Oh, I heard that was potentially going to be animated.
Oh, well, maybe he's the voice because I heard he's definitely in it.
Yeah. I heard they were doing, it might even be something else I'm thinking of that was animated, but I knew that John Cena was going to be involved. He's doing a lot of shit. He's in, him and Nicole Byer are hosting the new Wipeout.
Oh my God. Okay. You know what? I love Wipeout so much that whatever. I'll take Wipeout however I can get it.
Yeah.
And it's cool that it's them, but I'm going to miss the old team.
I do too. I'm going to as well.
That sucks, man. I want to hear funny commentary over top of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
that's what you need more than anything is like those guys, because they treated it like an announcing thing. They treated it exactly like MXC. Most Extreme Elimination.
That's exactly what I was thinking, like Vic Romano and Kenny Blankenship.
And that was perfect.
I do this with taxi cabs all the time. Like, where the fuck are you going, Bone Collector? Turn around. It's literally happened to me.
That's a bit, I've taken so few cabs in my life. I've taken so few cabs that I still feel like I should get in the front seat.
They're like, cool. Well, not now with all this shit. But dude, that really did. I remember I went to my buddy's wedding in Toronto.
Yeah. And
it was pouring rain. And it was like all this free wine. And they're like, hey, we're going home. You coming with us? I was like, hell no. Which was like so dumb because it was like, I don't know, down in this ditch. It was like this beautiful, oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm not paying my fare. You pay your fare. I'm not paying my fare. You pay your fare. You be Antonio. Yeah, you're paying your fare.
Yeah, you said, they're paying your fare.
That was the greatest you've been there.
Do you know what that was? I had every intention on doing a proper Antonio Banderas, but I just totally spaced on what I was going to say. So you were like, pay the fare, and I'm like, what am I going to say about the fare? I was going to say you were driving like a maniac, but like I didn't have that in my brain. It was just all of a sudden like, yeah.
Anyways, it was like pouring rain. I was wasted off all this free wine, and I'm taking the cab home, and I think I like kind of pass out or whatever. And then when I come to, I'm like nowhere near.
Yeah.
Like where this guy asked me to go. And I just remember being like, where the hell are we? And he's not answering. And I was just like, pull the fucking car over. And I was like freaking, and he pulled over and I just got out, and then he just drove off.
Oh, Jesus.
Like he didn't ask for money or anything.
Ugh.
That's why I was like, he was taking me to kill me.
Yeah, there's no way. You're going to read all about the missing cab from the cab.
Oh yeah, I was all way over like on the other side of town, and then I had to walk home in like the pouring rain.
Ugh. That sucks.
Because I was totally going to dine and dash. I was like, man, it was like a double whammy.
Yeah.
So he knew. So he was going to take me to the boneyard.
I'm bummed that we're not hearing this like we normally would be able to, like in our on-site kind of scenario. But like, Jesus Christ, he is so good in this movie. I would like argue that this is his best like acting performance for a while. Like, because, I mean, Desperado, he doesn't say a goddamn thing.
He's going around.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's going to be like, if you don't take me to Denny's right now, I will literally kill a child.
Yep. That's how you do it. I've done this. I did this one time. I'm like, I need fourth meal. I'll take it. I'm going to take out a kid.
If you don't add an extra barbecue sauce in there, I will blow this kid's head off.
That is actually what it takes to get like an extra dipping sauce from KFC. I bought, I know this is apropos of nothing, but I bought like one of those big chicken share buckets of popcorn chicken, and they gave me one plum sauce for the kids. And I'm like, here's an idea. How about some more plum sauce? And then they gave me one more plum sauce. I'm like, when you order one of those like little individual things that has like 5 popcorn chicken in it, you get one plum sauce. Now I have a bucket of like roughly 25,000 of these things.
with one
plum.
Friggin', he had to try, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. This is all Antonio, eh?
Did they just try to make him superhuman? Because he just, what the gun did on the one side, he just did with his hand. He literally slapped it and created just like a bigger crack than the gun did. Or maybe it's because it was already cracked.
From previous people trying to shoot the driver.
No, I'm saying because he cracked and weakened it, the fact that he slapped it.
That Stallone could hit it, but he's Stallone. Come on, man.
That's also true. But Ivan Drago could have punched through it.
Oh, he liked that one.
Yeah. It'd be amazing if all of a sudden they should just start kissing. I want this movie.
They're gonna, are they gonna have to join forces at the end to take on like some other? Oh, is he just jumping out the window? Oh, there you go. Now he's coming around.
Yep.
But he doesn't know that that's also bulletproof, and so is the radio because he loves his Motown. Oh, look at this. This is like the only scene in this entire movie that I somewhat remember.
I know, right? I have bits and pieces of it. I remember the funeral scene. I remember this scene. I remember actually quite a few of the Julianne Moore scenes. And spoiler alert, I did not enjoy her in this movie. But
we'll have to see. Can't tell. Sometimes she's kind of... I don't know if she's hit and miss, but I hear what you're saying.
Well, she was still really she was fairly new still. I mean, she hadn't done any of like the things that she's most well known for yet, right?
I wonder if she always in her movies has like the freak out scene.
Yeah, no, this
like
one.
I'm freaking out for whatever,
This one, she barely has emotion. I think that's actually a product of Wachowski writing. It's like you think to
that's
the
funny.
Matrix.
Did you see the sign on the bus that he was slamming him up against? It was for the NRA, or it was like a campaign against the NRA because it said NRA with like the Ghostbusters. No, like the.
When I was doing my research, apparently there's a bunch of Richard Donner based like political stances and stuff. There's a girl in a pro-choice T-shirt. There's what's her face, Julianne Moore spray painting the fur coat. And stuff like that. That was all just Richard Donner getting out some demons.
Getting out the demons. Well, good for him. Those are good things. Yeah, I was worried you were going to say like some awful things because it was back. Yeah. No. When was this movie made?
This was 95. This came out.
Oh yeah, Richard Donner knows how to get it done, man.
Yeah, baby. Actually, it was funny because you brought up Lorenzo Lamas, and it made me started thinking of like a MAGA version of the Expendables. Where it's like it's like all the people who have been like Me Too'd or canceled out and then just became super conservative all of a sudden because they know that they'll get behind them. Gina Carano. Right. Gina Carano could be in there. I think she'd be the first person to be in both sets.
What's the deal with her? Like, I don't know. Well, you can't even say anything nowadays without like... You know what I'm saying? Like, geez.
Well,
she didn't even say anything that bad, did she?
Well, she had already did a thing. Like, it was right after, what's his face? Pedro Pascal. He put, like, you know how you put the, your pronouns, or some people put their pronouns on Twitter after their name? And he did that in support of his sister who's trans. And then she made some comment and then changed about like trans stuff, and then changed her she put pronouns of boop, beep, whatever, at the end of it, and everybody's like, fuck you. Just, like, what's your deal? And then everybody was mad at her about that, and then she was
wait. Is that whenever people put he or she?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it on the Tinder sometimes. It's like he or she, and I'm like, are you asking? Like,
no, it's people who, if somebody's trans, instead of you like, are you a boy or a girl? They just put on the side, I'm referred to as he. Just so as you know. And I mean,
that was like, I was like, what the hell? Like,
and I mean, that's
I didn't understand. I never said anything about it, but I'd see that on people's profiles. It would say he, whatever, and I was like, hey.
So her comment combined with that became kind of like a screw you to the star.
I mean, is that really the worst thing? Like, who the hell cares? Like, you're gonna fire the girl from a whole franchise just because of that? Like,
yeah. Well, and then it came after, and then after that, she had this whole. It was basically like the liberals are kind of being Nazis right now. Was her next thing because she's...
And then they fired her and did everything that...
Well, no, but here's the thing, though. Here's my thought on this. So she basically was like, what the liberals are trying to do is to turn people against us, just like the Nazis did to the Jews. Like, we're in the new Holocaust and stuff like that. And then everybody's like, well, what about like freedom of speech? And I was like, freedom of speech doesn't protect you from people saying, oh, you're an asshole? Well, you're fired. Freedom of speech says, oh, you said something bad about the president? Well, you don't have to go to jail because like some other countries do. So, I mean, that's all that is. But I mean, I have Disney has the right to go, hey, you're kind of a shit person. We don't want you to be in our thing anymore. And so, I mean, that's kind of like where that stance is. It's just
coming from like the number one company. That's like all they did was like make these stereotype movies. And
absolutely.
Whatever. I'm not trying to open up that can of worms. But you know, to be honest with you, if you're going to say something like nasty or weird, just don't even say it.
This is my thing.
If you want a career and you're being backed by Disney, these people don't put up these weird like. Just going to throw it out there, but I don't believe the Holocaust happened. Happy Thanksgiving. Like, what? Like,
well, exactly. But my thoughts on this, though, were that, like, when you talk about the whole cancel culture thing, if somebody says something now that's kind of like on that level, then you're kind of like, all right, well, screw this guy. But if you're digging through people's tweets and you're finding something, hey, this person said something when they were 9, and let's fucking get rid of it. I'm like, no, you've gone too far now. It's like you had the chance to be like, I'm calling a statute of limitations. You had the opportunity to be mad at that person at the time, and you weren't. So if you weren't mad at him, then
so years later, now you're right.
Right? You know what I mean? It's like
it's sort of like the same rules of like, this has been out long enough, I can spoil it for you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like the same kind of Wait, who's he playing chess with here? The other number one, the guy they were talking about in the cab, like the number one assassin.
It's a recorded game that he has. He was playing chess, I believe, with his friend who he like assassinated. And that was like the recorded game of chess that they used to play together.
So he just goes to the library and replays the game.
Mm-hmm. Or he's just rewatching it. I want to know what his password is. He typed it really fast.
Miguel Bain.
Who the hell?
No, see, he's talking to somebody. This is how he talks to his source or whatever. His like the boss way up that he never sees. Mm-hmm. He ain't playing no game with some dead guy.
Yeah. Well, no, he's not currently playing. Like I said, this is a recorded game, and he just watches it, and he's just like, I don't know. I'm not going to try and explain his psychology for watching it.
Why not? What the fuck?
Because it's not me like saying, oh, you don't know, I won't tell you. I also don't know.
Oh, yes, it is. It is. He's talking to you because that's what he was asking about the other guy.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
he hired that guy to kill me.
Yep. $2 million about here. He liked it. The guy they hired to do the score for this is the guy who did Lethal Weapon and all that other shit. Like all the, especially Joel Silver, but lots of like Richard Donner, Joel Silver stuff. He scored all of this kind of stuff, and I guess Richard Donner found that it really gloomy and like it slowed the movie down.
Right.
It's relative to how slow the movie is generally, anyways. But he's like, it just made it worse. So he was going to give him a chance to rescore it, but he was already working on another movie, so he had to hire another dude, but he couldn't get it done in time, so they had to use some of both scores.
Ooh.
So yeah, so both guys are actually credited in the movie as writing the score.
Nice, the old score. Yo, you know what you're talking about, the score.
Yeah.
I don't know why it surprised me, but I watched Soul. Have you seen Soul yet?
Awesome movie.
It's so terrific, dude. Like, I just kind of slept on it. I was kind of like, okay, but I should have just been like, Todd, sit your ass down and watch it because it's from Pixar.
Yeah.
And dude, it's a friggin' body swap movie.
Yeah, man.
I'm like, this movie was so wicked. And Trent Reznor did the original score.
Yeah, I know he did. Actually, what was interesting was, I can't remember what the other movie was, but he was actually nominated for him and...
Mank.
Mank was the other one. Okay, because
he also did Mank.
Because, he was nominated for doing 2 scores, and I was like, holy crap.
And he did good in both of them.
Oh, man.
The score is probably the best part of Mank, because the movie is just like, I don't know, man, fuck whatever.
Yeah. But like,
everybody's like, did you see the movie? It's like, oh, this is like the greatest. I'm like, whatever. Just like when they said like The Irishman, 3 hours and 15 minutes later, I'm like, are you fucking joking me? It was like watching an old guy die.
It literally was.
Like old guys driving around. Like I'm just like, what the hell is this? Yeah. There she is, Julianne Moore. I like her though. She's not afraid to show up for hoo-ha.
Yeah, I know.
I remember the one movie she was in. It was called Shortcuts.
Yes.
And I think it was by Richard Attenborough. And she's like standing there talking to Matthew Modine with no pants on.
Of course.
And they're like arguing. I'm just like, wow, that's like fearless, man.
Yeah.
Just got it hanging out. I'm like, right on, girl.
Or maybe it's fearful. Like she was halfway through getting dressed and Richard Attenborough started screaming at her and chasing her. Like, and she ran out and started doing the scene. She's like, I'm sorry.
That's always what I have heard about Richard Attenborough. He was a real screamer.
He's a real monster.
A real Joss Whedon.
I was just gonna say he was the Joss Whedon of his day. I love very much. What?
No, go. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I love very much right now. Speaking of kind of like waiting too long and stuff like that. So everybody starts talking shit about Joss Whedon. Like the guy who played Cyborg there said, he was like a fucking asshole and all that. And I buy it. That's fine. I don't think they're lying. But then I hear like all this time later, then people from Buffy start coming out going, yeah, it's true. He was like, I'm like, well, why is this the first time you've mentioned it? Like, you had to wait for somebody else, so it's like, oh, okay, I'm not going to get blacklisted now for shit-talking Joss Whedon.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's I was just going to say it's disheartening to hear things about people, because, like, Joss Whedon seemed like, he made all these cool things, and then to hear it is awful. But you're right, it's the same thing that happened with Marilyn Manson just recently.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
Where it's like, what's her name? Came out. She's in Westworld. Beautiful girl.
Yes.
What's her name? I can't remember her name right now. Anyways, she was married, and she's the first one to come out and see like he's a piece of trash. Yeah. And then like right away, like everybody's coming out now. The one thing that really got me was, Trent Reznor's been saying it a lot, anyways.
Yeah.
Like Trent Reznor has said it years ago. I mean, he doesn't. Every time he's in an interview, he's not like, "Oh yeah, listen, Marilyn Manson's a dickhead," but he's always said Marilyn Manson is a trash human being. And the one that really got me with this whole thing is when it came out was the guy, Wes Borland, the guitarist from Limp Bizkit, being like, oh, yeah, I hung out with Manson and Evan Rachel Wood. And he was like, I saw her once and she seemed cool. And the next time she seems like she's a battered woman. I'm like, why didn't you say anything?
I know.
What the fuck? Like, what's going to happen to your career if you say Marilyn Manson's a dick? Nothing.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to have to
play guitar for a different double standard shit,
I know. It's so tough, and it's so like everybody should.
Here it is. Here's the fur.
Yeah. You know what though? That fur. Every time I look at that fur, it looks like it's going to come alive, like Ghostbusters 2.
What a fucking thing. Way to kill that goddamn, like, ladies. I mean, like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. What if
I'm not for real fur either, but my God. Yeah, no, she looks like a rich bitch. Fuck it. There you go.
I'm still of a thing. I'm like, could we have not found a way to just extract that fur without skinning them? Could we not put that like on a different, like on some kind of like synthetic leather and then have this beautiful fur that you've just like
absolutely not. Death equals fashion.
Yeah, but then
it's like when they take something from an animal, it's like they kill the rhino just to take his horn. It's like, Jesus Christ, you could have tranked him and then taken the horn and let him live.
Then just kill the person who makes the who made the dress afterward or the coat. It's like, sorry,
who is she here? What's the deal here? Is she also an assassin?
No, she's a hacker who is selling stuff, and now she's going to be she
has the disc.
Yes.
She has the disc. That's all you had to see. She has the disc. I'm like, okay, cool.
You're 100% right. I absolutely should have said that. I apologize. But she does have the disc, and oh boy, millennial friends, we're gonna have a fun little romp when you see what kind of disc she has.
Oh my God! I'm not even gonna say it. I just got away. I'm hoping it's a buns shot so I can say my line.
Oh.
She is okay. Well, yeah, clearly. Oh man, he hates Jerry curls.
Yeah,
he's gonna blow your head off, buddy.
He goes into like a late '80s discotheque, and it's just nothing but Jerry curls. He just opens fire. People think
like Arnold in Terminator.
Yeah, people call it a hate crime, but it's really just an anti-hair statement.
Where the hell? Where is this?
Beirut.
Where are we? Chicago?
I think. I don't actually remember. It could be anywhere. It could be the moon.
Oh, that'd be neat.
Hey, here's a thought. If you're doing some shady shit, don't bring along a guy in shades and a ponytail.
I know. They look so right out of like they're going to rob the building, or take the building over.
Yeah. It's like the whole way up, they're going up the stairs. He's like, hey, aren't those the guys from Die Hard?
Yeah, exactly. Once you see Buddy with the handlebar mustache, then it's on.
Mm-hmm.
That guy should do Comic-Cons. Is he still alive?
Which guy?
The guy that dies in every movie.
Boy,
in Die Hard, he's the Asian dude with the handlebar mustache.
Yeah,
and he reaches over the counter and grabs a Crunchy.
Yeah. He was Genghis Khan in Bill and Ted. And yeah.
Yes, he's in like every movie. That dude should do Comic-Con.
I would totally get his autograph. I think he's too busy dying in movies, though.
Yeah, exactly. He's got a biz going, eh?
Uh-huh. I don't like she sets up a thing. Is like, look up the escorts in this phone book. That's a phone book, by the way, for younger listeners. But I feel like you go into it like an old hotel or whatever. I imagine half of the people going in there are probably looking up escorts.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody else would have found that room key first.
It's like fucking Hotel Artemis.
Yeah.
So Stallone's going to be a cast of murderer, but he's losing his nerve. They're going to fall in love or go on the run, and Antonio's going to be after them. Silencers ablazing.
Yeah. Then
because he said he wants the because remember his dudes were like, get the disc and get rid of the mark.
Yep. Who's Mark?
Yeah, what disc? And there's no hiding this disc, baby. It looks like a cymbal on a drum set.
Yeah. You find out it's Mark Maron. They're trying to stop the WTF podcast from happening.
Oh, my God. Right when you said Mark Maron, that's hilarious. Because remember I told you I watched Bash at the Beach 95.
Oh, Lordy.
Mark Maron was there as Johnny B. Bad.
Sorry, I said Mark Maron, not Mark Marrow, but keep going.
Oh, Mark Maron. Sorry, though. I heard Mark Maron.
No, that's fine.
And oh my God, it was just the most embarrassing pay-per-view.
Yeah.
It was like Hacksaw Jim Duggan versus Kamala. Like it was like, oh my God. So it was just before Hogan turned. And they had a tag team triple threat match.
Yeah. Where
not one person knew what was happening in the match. Like Bobby Heenan, who was on commentary, kept stating the entire time, I have no idea what's happening. He's like, this match is so confusing. I don't know what's going on. Why would they even do this? Like, why would he tag that guy? And it was like, oh my God, this is, if you were the guy behind the scenes running that pay-per-view, I would have murdered everybody. And they were calling each other morons. Like the one time he's like, you know what, Bobby? You really sound like a moron. And he's like, you know what? You're an idiot. And he's like, you're a moron. I was like, this is like two 8-year-olds just are and like they did it several times in the show.
Oh lordy.
Because you could tell they were like sitting out in the sun and it was like there was no lights. It's like on the beach. I was like, this is the most god awful thing.
I don't like when you use any outdoor show or like any outdoor event that is like in the daylight is just god awful.
It's like going to see fucking like hard rock and like at a festival and it's like the middle of the day.
Forget about it.
It's like, here comes the demon raper. And it's like, oh wow, it's the middle of the day. He's sweating his makeup off in the first song.
I know.
What's with this cat's eye? Nobody can get into this porn site on the dark web.
Yeah, this was the first website.
Oh,
it looks like it's just the program from Cats, though.
You know, meow. It's the recruiting thing. Look at that computer, man. The kids are like, what is that?
I know. Give me 1 second.
The best part, too, is when you're like, kids, that's a phone book. Because now, you know, I don't know if you hear me when you're like, hey, kids, that's a phone book. And it's like on 2 double levels. 1, it's a book, which they've never seen that before.
Nope.
And 2, it's so you can phone people.
And that's a banana, by the way. It's not a penis.
Oh, he's looking. I love these clicking through the files.
Look at how old that. Like, I remember having a computer like that, and it's one of those ones you're sitting like. There's no chance it can connect to the internet. So you're like, you're watching people like hack systems and stuff like that, and I'm like, I know for a fact this thing doesn't do anything.
They found her spying.
Yeah.
AT, electric motor truck there.
Oh,
he's about to.
He's about to walk into Eastern Promises. It looked like.
Remote, oh my god, into naked Viggo Mortensen, man, that would give me my bun scene.
You know what we should do? We should just do one episode where we do Eastern Promises, but we don't do the movie. We just do a 2.5-hour loop of that. It's just like,
oh man, he's killing everybody here. Oh, because they were pretending to be makeout lovers, but they're really agents.
Yeah, he's doing a really bad job at assassinating one person.
Oh, he's killing everybody back.
Security.
I told you, they were pretending like they were makeout punks.
Man, he fooled me.
That's a good gig. They're like, Joe, Todd, you're going to be the couple that makes out in the hall. We were like, oh, again? Come on.
I want to have, you have the male-female setup like that. And it's like, oh, are we going to be kissing in the hallway? It's like, no, you're going to have your hotel door open and she's going to be pegging you.
Exactly. Well, because they're like, we had somebody complain last time that it's always a guy and a girl and we're not really, mixing it up or anything. There's no, No,
I'm with you. So Julianne Moore, we were just talking about like everything she's done and stuff like that. I was going through her resume and I found a lot of stuff that I didn't even realize she was in. She was in As the World Turns for a couple of years.
No way. Magnolia. She was great. Yeah. She had her great. That's like her best freak out scene ever is Magnolia.
So good. But leading up to that, she had a small role in The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. She was in Benny and June, Body of Evidence, The Fugitive.
Ooh, I thought she played either the hand or the cradle.
Yep. It was mostly the cradle. It freaked out.
Yeah.
She was in 9 Months. That's where I start coming into like knowing that she's in it. Lost World, Jurassic Park, Boogie Nights, Big Lebowski, Psycho, Magnolia, Hannibal, The Hours, Children of Men, The Kids Are All Right, Crazy Stupid Love, Don John. She was a regular on 30 Rock for a season or so.
She was?
Yeah, she was.
Oh, sorry, 30 Rock. I thought when you said that, I heard Third Rock from the Sun.
Yeah. No, she was in the the Hunger Games Mockingjay movies, Kingsman: The Golden Circle. She's got a bunch of shit coming up. She's in the adaptation of that, the musical Dear Evan Hansen. She's in When You Finish Saving the World, which was written and directed by Jesse Eisenberg.
Oh, no way.
She's in a movie called Mother Trucker, where she plays Joy Mother Trucker, and I sounded like it was going to be like another, like a crazy, like, action movie, like a Taken-style action movie, but it's really just the relationship between this woman and a girl who's like an Instagram star because she's a nice road trucker.
I am now lying in my sweet new bed watching a movie with you, just like we used to do like before the disease. I mean AIDS.
Yep, that's the one. Yeah, separate beds after that.
Say what? He just killed everybody that she's on the phone with.
Yes.
That happened to me once when I was calling a phone sex service.
But then you still finished with Antonio.
Oh, I was just going to say, I was honestly just going to say that, but thankfully he was such a nice guy.
Yeah.
He stayed on the line till I finished.
He talked me off.
Yeah. It was a sexy Antonio voice.
Yeah. I'm reaching my hand down. Yeah. So I've been listening to the audiobook. I'd heard a lot of good things about its the Star Wars Thrawn trilogy of books. And I'm listening to the first one right now, Heir to the Empire, and they did something brilliant in it. They got, instead of just getting some random person to narrate, they got a guy who's like a voice actor. So he's doing like legit voices for everybody, and it's like, it feels like a full-on radio play the way he does it. But there's one character in it called Talon Card, who's like the guy who is sort of takes over Jabba's territory.
Say his name again. What's his name?
Talon Card.
Talon? T-A-L?
Yeah, like an eagle talon.
Okay.
And then card, like a card. And the...
I didn't ask you about that part, okay?
No, I know, but I'm just assuming that somebody out there was asking. It wasn't you, but it was somebody, and you're welcome. But the voice that they gave him is basically Antonio Banderas, and I couldn't be happier about it. And I'm like, make this movie with Antonio Banderas in this role right now.
Oh. What is this?
It's you.
You don't want to know, honey.
Disc.
I'm the disc. Whoa.
I like
just like when Buddy was like, I'm the bomb. Oh my God.
I just like that his muscles are probably flexing, like just the weight of those old laptops. That's got to be like the, you know.
Is he talking on a phone? Thing. Like, what is that?
It's a weird walkie-talkie. Because she put a radio in the room, and so that she could talk back and forth, but they wouldn't know what room she's in.
Ah.
I don't like this.
Oh, he just found her on the thing.
How can you look up somebody else's room charts?
I don't know how that works. Maybe it updates.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would be allowed to see that kind of information now.
I was gonna say that must be a like that'd be a fun game to have. Like I'd go to the hotel with the wife and it's like, let's go through everybody's bills and try and pick out who ordered porn.
Who ordered the assassin?
This guy, he had a sad night. 2 steaks and a porn, and he was all by himself.
2 steaks and a porn.
Which is going to be the name. That's going to be the name of my autobiography.
Is Antonio yelling at him through the phone to kill her?
Yeah.
Or is that his mind?
Yeah.
Oh no! There he is talking. Yeah.
Yes. Although you would assume that Antonio Banderas telling you to kill the person, it would be in everybody's mind.
It is a lot, yes. How the hell does he know that Buddy's got the gun to her head?
Well, because, you know, he's in his mind.
Tell him that too?
This is my beeper. Yeah.
This is beeper.
Yeah. It was a good, hey, it was a hell of a move.
That jacket looks like the blood or her brains will clean off it no problem.
Oh, yeah. It looked like the guy was making out with that girl there, too. I'm like, why are there so many people making out in the hallways? That's not what hotel rooms are for.
Agents. They got to replace the ones that were gatted.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember this, too, the old double man. I've always wanted to hold guns like that.
I want
search a room.
That's why I always wanted to go paintballing, but not with like a regular paintball gun. I want them to be like handguns, which apparently they exist now. Like
they
airsoft,
must.
Like airsoft. Like they look like real guns. They're colored.
You could rob a bank with it.
Well, no, they're colored in a way. Like you can't, like they're obviously not guns, but they shaped and hold like guns instead of having like the big giant air thing on them and stuff like that. I'm like, that's all I want, man. I want to go and I want a thing of doves and I want to have a John Woo fight.
Oh my God, that'd be so amazing.
Just like imagine you and me in white suits and like we each slow-mo doves
shit that suit out real quick. Oh, now they're on the run. He's like, yeah, I can't kill a woman. What a wimp.
Don't drive with bangs. What is that?
I know, like,
that
what
would be
the
so
hell?
bothersome. I feel like that was done against her will. Like, she's fine getting her bush out for a movie, but she's like, do I have to drive with bangs? I'm not a monster.
So was he couldn't kill her because she was a woman, or what's the deal? Or he knows she's innocent?
He just doesn't want to do this anymore, and he just saw this scared like girl who hasn't really done anything to anybody other than be like a hacker.
Hacking's a crime too. Okay?
It is a crime.
Watching movies illegally is a crime, Joe.
I know, that's true. We are watching this legally, so.
Of course we are. We're not fucking monsters. We're not Antonio Banderas.
Yeah, I was gonna say this movie is rented from YouTube right now.
Oh man, he's getting. Oh, you see that cat?
Yeah.
That cat looks just like the cat from that Kevin Spacey movie where he turns into a cat.
Oh.
That's like the cat. Why do you talk about the cat? You're always talking about all the actors on here.
Yeah.
You got a superstar cat on there.
Yeah, no, there's no way that cat was still alive.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Could it be in the lineage, though?
Yeah, you're not wrong about that.
You know, once you're an actor, like your babies want to be actors, your kids want to be actors, you know?
Yeah, it becomes a dynasty. Yes. Like how I assume the Tatum dynasty will go. There's
that same bus. Mm-hmm. It must be on a lot of the buses in that city.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say the anti-NRA people did a bunch of, they did a big campaign. They covered all the buses.
Oh, he's no, really you just left your cat with a murderer.
Yeah, he was really shaking that thing around.
He hates cats.
Yeah, well, cats don't love you.
Do you think Stallone is an animal lover?
I think he's indifferent to animals. He loves his dog Butkus. Like he had that was his dog from Rocky. But I think after that dog died, and then he probably got another dog, and it didn't help him get more famous. And he's like, oh, I get it. They're all assholes. That other one was a fluke. And I feel like that's how he feels about it from now on.
I like how you just really, that's exactly what would probably happened.
Yeah.
There's only one real way. I mean, you read all the signs, you checked everything out, and I think, you came to the best conclusion there could have been.
Yeah. Well, I got all that from just looking at his face. Like, that's just... I just look at him, I can't imagine him loving an animal for a reason.
For a reason.
Or for no reason.
He just found out. Oh, no, is this Antonio found where she is?
Yeah.
Because of the antenna in the picture?
I used to do this. Not to actually find people, but I wanted to, see how, well it worked. But then it's we're in Canada, and it's, winter right now, and that doesn't work.
I used to do this until somebody screamed at you for fucking around with their car.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Get off my car. I'm sorry.
So you got to go just only so you can alone say, still warm.
Yeah.
They goes, get away from my fucking car. I told you last night.
Yeah. Also, with privacy things now and stuff like that, you would never have a parking spot that is directly tied to where you live.
Oh my God, is this the lobby cam? This guy will just kill literally anybody.
She's spying on her downstairs neighbors. I
think that's the lobby cam.
No, it's legit. Well, they don't have that back in the 90s anyways. That's legitimately a bedroom.
Oh, it is too. She was just about to flick over to the toilet cam before Antonio ruined everything.
She does have them all through because they established that earlier when she was watching them.
What a creeper.
Exactly, right?
It's okay for her to be a dirty, creepy pervert.
Yeah, well, again, they're not here to judge. They're just here to kill their mark. They're given they're given a name and a face, and they go and they deal with it. It's not
not personal.
Yeah, and that being said, I also don't think that what's his face, that Stallone thought he was entering the movie Sliver when he didn't kill her.
Ooh, Sliver.
Yeah. That's all I know about that. That movie could be about literally anything, but all I know about it is the security cams.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, and don't forget about the sexy sex scenes with Basic Instinct. What's her name?
I was gonna say Stallone. Sharon Stone.
Sharon Stallone. Yep.
Sharon Stallone.
I love how he's always doing that. Looking around with two guns.
Yeah. You still, if you're looking the wrong way, you're still going to get shot. Having a gun pointing at somebody doesn't help at all.
Well, maybe if they missed and you're closer, you know? You got to just pull the trigger.
What's going on that table? Are they scrapbooking? Who's texting you? You're getting so many vibrating.
Oh, can you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody was snapping me.
Yeah. Look at that.
He put the disc in.
Look at that. It's a friggin' floppy disk.
Holy Lord. I was hoping it would be a laser disc, but it is a classic disc.
That, just to give you an idea of storage on those discs. So you can get like a 1 terabyte USB key now and stuff like that and all that. One of those floppy disks was 1.44 megabytes. That's all it could physically hold.
Oh my God, that's it?
Not even enough for a single picture on your phone.
That is amazing.
Like, that is something else. And we used to run entire programs on that. That is how the world has changed.
I like how, technology can go so fast, but cars are the same thing. I mean, come on now.
Well, I mean, they've put a few toys in there. Not a lot, but a few. Like, they have the
Bob, my scrapbook's got blood all over it.
I know.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that table. I don't know why there's a table in the kitchen like that. Anyways, seeing as they have a dining room table. Oh, she just got busted too. That's why she didn't want that girl to go back. Not because she was gonna get killed, because she was gonna find out she was gross.
Yep.
He's gonna cover himself in her scent. That'll help.
He's going to lie in bed and the husband's going to come home and have a 45-minute love-making session before he realizes it's Antonio.
You look so different.
Look what you've done with your hair.
Yeah, but based on your smell, I know that it's you.
Yes.
Even though this is a popular perfume.
They're shooting. Yeah.
Like I know the Wachowskis didn't direct this movie or do anything with the style of this movie. I like this shot with the mirror. That's pretty cool. But she looks, not her, but Julianne Moore looks like she's from The Matrix. Like, she's got that leather, that fake leather kind of slow-mo death. Yeah,
wow, Antonio, come on. Yeah, she does look like she could come right out of The Matrix.
Yeah. She just needs that, she needs her skirt to be leather, and she needs shades. She wears shades towards the end of the movie, but they're rose-colored. She needs black shades.
It never matters how many people die as long as it's not the main people. Like, that poor innocent woman just got gatted.
Yeah, and shot in the back.
Too. I know, dear God, Antonio, do you have any qualms?
Yeah. No, of course not. Nobody gets between me and my mark. I beat you to the mark.
But her gear would not be allowed into Zion.
No, absolutely.
It's way too flashy. It's way too...
Yeah. You have
too much.
You have a 1.44 megabit disk. We can't run the Matrix on that. Can you?
The old flopper. I love the floppy disk, man.
That would be amazing. Oh, I have a present.
He doesn't even know what's in there. Probably sucks. It's probably a re-gift.
That would be amazing. He's like, they're both lucky to be dead.
Oh shit! Here we go. It's about time something blew up.
That thing's awesome. Look at that. That fireplace looks like it comes right from a 1977 Price is Right showcase.
Ooh. Do you come with the car? Oh, here we go. Antonio's gonna have to jump out the window while the whole place blows up. It's cool because I like the movie too because they're fighting each other through the whole movie.
Yeah. Do we see anybody reload in this movie? He's fired 35 bullets.
Yeah, no, there's no reloading.
No, it's like that old "I'm gonna get you, sucker" thing. He's like, I saw you fire 26 shots and you never reloaded. That's right. Yeah, what was that? Oh yeah,
here we go.
Is that a hot glue gun that was on it?
Boom.
Oh.
Out the window. Boom. Into the pool that was previously not there.
Exactly. It was a car. Now it's a carpool.
Oh my God, look, he's boom. These guys are unkillable.
Yeah. Well, it's because the table was there. It's fine. You can go fly as long as you put a table in front
from 3 floors there.
It's fine. He rolled right out of it.
He rolled with it, yeah.
It might as well have not even happened. He rolled.
Oh, thankfully he rolls right under a car. He's gone.
Thankfully, it's also a backdraft, so Billy Baldwin's on his way to help.
Oh, sweet. He was also in Sliver.
That's true.
Oh, my God.
I don't know. I forgot, actually. Until you mentioned that, I forgot who it was in Sliver. I was like, I felt like it was Christian Slater. Or
It might as well.
Or Ethan Hawke.
Ooh.
Bunch of...
They probably got some time to kill now, as he's going to lie under a car for a while.
See? There's her...
No one to recognize her. No, she got her shades on.
Yeah. That's what those are like. It's like in Ready Player One, she has those, the Clark Kent glasses that completely, like, disguise you when you put them on.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I hope they come up with a sequel to that movie. That was a good one.
Well, the sequel to the book is out, so I imagine that this, and I think they've already licensed the sequel to the movie. It's just a matter of time.
The best scene in this movie is when the cat has 2 silencers. Oh,
yes.
Amazing.
So it's so you just hear meow, 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 because it's suppressed. It's not silenced. Yeah. Well, and it's so crazy because, like, there's a thing about that too. When you read about it, there's, like, apparently, like, no such thing as a silencer. It's a flash suppressor, but, like, it would still be really loud. But it, like,
Really?
yeah, it's. I don't have all the info on that in front of me, but it's essentially the deal is that you nothing fully silences a gun. Like, if somebody shot, you would still know roughly where it was coming from and all that kind of stuff.
I would just do the same, like when I was stealing chips in the night or opening a pop, where you go, and then hopefully that covers up the sound of you opening your 18th pop of the day.
Yeah.
Where someone will hear you and come down and be like, you drank the whole goddamn thing again.
I was really bad at it because I would just yell out, "I'm masturbating with drugs." that seemed to bring a lot of
thank
people.
God he's not into the chips.
Yeah. Yeah, people are just like, I'm tired. I can't be bothered with this drama.
Yes. He does look pretty indifferent with that cat.
Right?
Watch, he just snaps its neck.
I just wanted to see if I'd feel something.
Murder.
Hey, I just wanted to see if I'd feel something. I didn't.
Oh, she's worried that he's going to kill the cat. Look.
I'd be worried.
Get your hands off my pussy. Oh, my God.
Ooh,
she's lady.
She's not good at gun. It's always one of my favorite videos I saw it. I think it was on Tosh when I saw it the first time. But it's a girl who's like firing like a machine gun out in like a field. And then she like turns towards her boyfriend who's like, and it's just like, he's like, safety, put the safety on. She's like, I'm sorry. And like the comment was like, he's like, only a girl would get mad at you for you pointing a loaded armed weapon at him.
They're like, geez, yell at me.
She's like, she's like, I've never done this before. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's why you're supposed to listen to me, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah.
Look, she just said she doesn't have a social security or license. Oh my God, girl.
She's
who doesn't?
nobody.
It's the States.
No, you won't disappear.
Nobody. It's true. If you could find her and Antonio found her so easy, come on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like it wasn't even hard. It was really just a matter of who got to you first. And by the way, it was a tie. And
he found her on the damn, the registry at the hotel TV, for Christ's sakes. Yeah. Like, whoa, he's not even moving. Oh, she's doing a pretty good freak out job here, though, but she's keeping it together. She's a strong lady.
She's doing great.
When he gets up, he's shit the couch. Even though he looks like, it doesn't affect him at all.
What he does, his whole coping mechanism, he just opens his asshole wide so he doesn't have to clench. He's just like, I'm going to let it all go out and I'll be fine.
Like a fish's mouth out of water.
Yeah. So just based on what we've seen and what you remember about the movie, how much do you think it cost to make this movie?
I'm going to take a wild guess and say $14 million.
Okay.
No, let me re-guess. That's way too low for this Stallone movie.
Okay. Cool.
I'm gonna say $34 million.
Okay, so we're getting into a better guess because I'll tell you that $14 million. That is not even what Stallone made on this movie.
Whoa!
Stallone made $15 million on this movie.
What?
Yeah, and the budget for the movie was $50 million.
So,
but just picture that, $15 million of that. So the budget for the movie was $35. So you were close.
Wow, that's amazing.
But
Stallone got $15 million to be in this movie?
$15 million to be in this movie. It opened.
Oh my God.
It opened number 2 behind 7. It made $9.38 million its first week. And it only went down from there. I think I don't think it made its money back by any stretch of the imagination, at least not in theaters, like maybe in home video. But yeah, so it was behind 7 its opening week, and it beat newcomers Dead Presidents, How to Make an American Quilt, Strange Days. The following week, it was stayed number 2. It was ahead of Jade and the Scarlet Letter. Dropped down to number 4 in week 3 when Get Shorty and Now and Then came out. But it beat Never Talk to Strangers and Mallrats that had also come out that week. And then the following...
What a couple of weeks for the movies, Jesus.
I know. And then it fell down to number 9 the following week when Powder, Vampire in Brooklyn, Copycat, 3 Wishes, they all came out and beat it. But it beat limited releases Mighty Aphrodite and Leaving Las Vegas. But they were only, like Leaving Las Vegas made it made that first week it made like $73,000, but it was only in 7 theaters. So it didn't get its wide release for like a few more weeks or something like that.
Oh, look, they just fired Antonio.
Yeah.
The lady behind the screen.
I can't look at those discs and not think that they're a joke.
I love his he had this look in like The Specialist or something with the glasses. And,
it was The Specialist and Tango and Cash.
Oh yeah, yes, it's totally Tango and Cash. Yeah, and it just says Cash right there too, for Christ's sakes.
Well, it doesn't say I'll take 2 tangos in cash, so I can see what I can.
Miguel Bain.
It's a great name.
I know, that's nice. I'm going to name my daughter that.
Was it necessary to show a flossing scene?
Oh my God, what about the cat flesh and the crapper?
Speaking of which, I saw a video like maybe 2 days ago. A dog walked up to the toilet, lifted its leg, pissed in the toilet. Well, like the seat was down and it didn't get a drop on the seat, so it's already better than a human. And then it flushed the toilet.
And then he flushed. I like how she's like, she hasn't been around, like the conversation they had for 14 seconds was like, this is the longest I've ever had, but she's so comfortable that she'll just like be in her naked robe.
Yep.
The old floppy disk man here.
She should do the thing that I saw from that Lord of the Rings YouTube video. She's like, this is the longest I've ever been, like the longest conversation I've ever had with a person. And then every time he says more words, this is the longest conversation I've ever had with a person. The video I'm talking about, though, is genius. Somebody took, the scene in the first Lord of the Rings where Sam stops and he's like, that's it. If I take another step, this is the farthest from home I've ever been.
Yeah.
So then every step that he takes for the remainder of the entire trilogy.
This is the longest. No, this is the farthest I've ever been from home.
So literally, when he takes the next step, it goes back to that scene. He goes, stop. If I take one more step, it's the farthest I've ever been. And then he goes, let's go. And then he takes another step and he goes, stop. And then the whole thing is like, oh God, I think it was like 30 hours long. The video.
Oh my God! Like they actually put it together.
Yeah, they did the entire thing. So scenes that he's
That's amazing.
So scenes that he's not in go on as normal, but then it goes back to a scene where he's in and he goes to run away and he steps. Stop! If I take one more step, it's genius. Look it up on YouTube. It's absolute genius. It's don't watch the whole thing. Watch it for 10 minutes.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
All right, you do you, but it's
like, come on now.
It is a laugh, especially when you come out of it, like out of a scene that he's not in, back into a scene that he's in. It's so funny because you kind of like your brain almost forgets what you just went through. And then you start going through it all over again. It's friggin' bananas. It's awesome.
He's like, should I sleep on the floor? This Stallone looks good here. Like he doesn't have like body dysmorphia yet.
Yeah.
He looks like he's
he's got a train.
Very fit, but he is taking the floor. This is a carpet.
Yeah.
And he's gonna be cat-like ready anyways. And he just poops his pants and changes it on the run, like literally while running.
Oh, absolutely.
Like he looks like all right here, you know what I'm saying? Like when he gets into like the Rambo 9, it's like Jesus, man.
Oh, well, it's because that's when he started to age, and you just start to get that natural dad gut, and like your body doesn't like react, like your skin gets a little loose, and he's like, well, now my muscles have to be even bigger so they show through my weird loose skin, and
you gotta stretch the skin out.
Yeah, well, exactly. That's what I do. I'd get a couple of chip clips. I'd stretch my skin around the back and clip it down.
Little chip clip.
Why is he so well lit?
He's Stallone. He's scared of the dark.
She turned out the lights, and it's like the sun came out over him only.
He is a nice guy, man. And if this was some other 80s, man, there should have been a sex scene right there.
Yeah, I'm going to sleep inside you right now.
It's a fucking action movie. Maybe the next one.
Yeah.
Like, they got to get to know each other for one afternoon more.
Yeah. If this was a Schwarzenegger movie, this actress would look suspiciously like his housekeeper, like all the other friggin' movies he did. And there would have definitely been a sex scene.
Suspiciously.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it wasn't suspicious at the time until she had a fucking kid with him.
Hey, look at that thing, monorail. Oh, man, monorails are so cool.
They're very cool.
Where are they going, to Disney?
Yes. They got a trip to Epcot. They couldn't figure out how to have like a battle scene that went around the world, so they're going to Epcot and they're going to do it there. I'm in Morocco, now I'm in Germany, now.
I was remembering what you said to me, how you were like, Epcot has more rides than Universal does.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, holy shit, like.
Yeah, it's really weird. Like when I saw the list, and it was, what was it? It was Magic Kingdom had more rides than both Universal parks combined. And it's like remembering back to Universal, and it's nothing the same anymore. There's like all the rides are different and stuff. But I remember going there, and there just weren't a lot of rides. There was a lot of stuff to see. There was a lot of stuff to do. But it was back then. It was E.T., like King Kong, a couple other things, like nothing major. But now it's like, and now it's just changed to like Transformers and The Simpsons and all that.
We just got a new Velociraptor coaster. They did actually at Orlando.
No, I know. It was just the way you said it. It tickled me. But
oh, fucking tickle you. Who's that guy? I got to get off this bed.
Yeah. Oh God, you're starting to fade. That and the half-hour delay.
No, I was starting to get hard.
I haven't cut a proper hole in this bed for that yet. Right.
I haven't seen any buns yet, man. Come on.
No, I don't think this is a buns movie, man. Especially now.
Where's the buns?
Especially now. I think it's such a weird part of like the double standard of things, but like, you see a girl's ass, but you see a man's buns.
Yeah, you might be right, eh?
I've never seen. Is that Robert De Niro? Is this now Copland?
He's going to Copland casting.
We'll just take the
subway.
That's me doing my Stallone when I don't know what I'm going to say as Stallone. So now here's my
break.
That's a bad place to get out. I'm gonna.
But this is messed up.
Yeah. Oh, what was that? Your body just.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, your body just.
That's my stomach.
You'll hear in this episode, because I'm not going to be able to edit it out because I was in the middle of talking at the same time, but my body did this little death whine, and I just went like.
That's funny because my stomach would gurgle. I thought you were talking about me.
No, I was talking about you, but I was just harking back to when I did exactly the same thing.
I forgot this scene.
Yeah.
There she is. He had to get the briefcase and get off.
I think that scene.
He just jumped. Wow. What are they listening to? Polka?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it probably is.
It's Frankie.
Is there any hip hop on this thing? I hate polka.
That'd be amazing. Actually, I only like Public Enemy.
Because he got in there and it was like rap music playing. Yeah. It totally like.
And a little bit of De La Soul. Very different rap groups, but. Actually,
how the hell does this movie cost $50 million for Christ's sakes?
Well, because nobody knew where to buy silencers. It was just like, so they had to buy. Sometimes when you go on Amazon, and
it was a setup.
There you go. That's where the $50 million went. That explosion. But like, when you go on Amazon sometimes and some things like out of stock everywhere, like it's like, oh man, the PS5, whatever. And then you find like one PS5 and it's like $2,000 on Amazon for some reason. That's what happened, is they couldn't find silencers. So they had to buy them for like $62,000 a piece from whatever version
from some
of Amazon.
Fucking asshole scalper. because like concert tickets.
Oh God, yeah.
Fuck you guys, man. Like, you got to be super rich to go see somebody, for Christ's sake.
Well, that's what I like about, you see some people, especially comedians and stuff like that, like, they're like, if, you know, we're going to be we're going to be in this town on a day. They're like, if you can't get tickets, don't buy from a scalper. I'll come back. I'll come back another time. You can catch me then.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, Jesus. And I like that too.
Although, if you're willing, like, I went to see Queens of the Stone Age.
Yes.
And the cat's driving this time.
Yeah.
And, like, the concert, the first, gee, God, I got like, woo! I had some pizza before. It was good, too.
Well done. I had a delicious, like, we ate from a place called Hamburger.
It's good, yeah.
It was so good.
Did you have it sent to you?
Yes.
I hate those apps.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't know how to use them. Oh my God, he's reliving that one.
I do have those apps, but we went and picked it up.
Okay, good. That's what I was saying. I thought you had it delivered.
No, we went and got it. But we came home and we ate it here, and we got bacon fat popcorn.
Bacon fat? Is that from Hamburger?
Yeah.
No way.
And that was absolutely delicious. And it's
bacon fat popcorn.
It's popped in bacon fat, and then they add bacon bits and Grana Padano cheese to it.
Oh my, that sounds fucking awesome.
Yeah, and then they had some killer burgers. Enjoyed those very much. And then we had this is not an ad for them, by the way. I doubt they listen. And
they do, all right.
Yeah, well, if they do, like, send me a fucking gift card. Todd, too.
Send me a free burger. I don't even care. Like, free, you know?
Yeah, just, like, leave it outside.
5 days later, it's all moldy and disgusting.
Leave it outside my door whenever you hear this.
It's contactless delivery.
That's right. And I told you about the time when I just opened the door, Carrie opened the door one day, and, like, in the morning, and there was, like, just a bag of food sitting there.
Oh, yeah, wasn't they burritos or something?
Yeah, it was some Mexican place.
That is awesome.
But it was
somebody's probably trying to poison you.
But it was, it wasn't a Mexican place.
Anything on the porch, we know he'll eat it and then he'll die.
And they were right. This is not Joe. That's why I had so many tech problems, because I didn't know how Joe set this up. But yeah, it was basically they just delivered it to the wrong address. They knocked on the door in the middle of the night and nobody answered. And then they left, and so whoever wanted their food didn't get it, and it was just sitting outside my door. And I was like, But, that was the other part, was when I woke up, because I was working nights, so I woke up later. Carrie had already left. She'd gone to work.
Like, breakfast burrito.
She'd gone to work, and it was literally sitting on my counter, and I'm like, what's up with all this food? And she's like, oh, yeah.
She told you after, man, that burrito was so good. Where'd you get it from, babe? She's like, I don't know. I found it next to the dumpster outside. Forgot to tell you.
Dumpster? Oh, man. Living the fancy life.
That's good. Yeah, I'm tired of climbing into it. It's nice when something falls out every now and then.
Yep.
There's been too much talk into this thing.
I know, right?
This is like all the uncut scenes from Terminator 2.
Speaking
of the kids,
directors,
like, trying to steal all the goddamn.
Yeah. But speaking of directors who were really mean to people but didn't get his comeuppance. Apparently Jim Cameron was apparently a huge prick on set.
Oh, yeah. That's well known.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like...
But he's not... No, but he's, like, professionally, like, a dick. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it's just... He's just hard on the actors in general. He's not like, hey, Tootsie, or like, hey,
Yeah, but is that what was going on? Because that was my impression of what was going on with Whedon. Was just that he was, like, a hard ass on set. And I know he took some shit.
I don't know. I heard that he was making comments.
Okay, yeah, if that's the case.
Racial comments and sexist kind of stuff.
Oh, I don't like
allowing a certain type of vibe to remain.
That's the worst part, actually. Even worse than him saying something himself, which is plenty bad in and of itself. But, like, when you allow that kind of thing and you don't shut that shit down yourself.
That's why I walked off of the boats.
That's right.
That is exactly literally why. It was like, I went to the captain because the whole place is just completely toxic and he's the worst. And I was like, well, you can see where this came from.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, how can you be in this environment where they're treating you so badly and no one says anything? It's like the same kind of thing. So I was like, screw this, man. I'm walking.
Well, it's literally, not to harp at it again, but it's literally the whole Trump thing. It's like a situation arose where the people in charge were totally cool with the tiki torches coming out and all that shit.
Yeah.
And so it did. And it and it bred like fucking bacteria.
I hope that hasn't ruined it for tiki torches, because I like the vibe of a good tiki torch.
I know. I think right
Especially,
now,
a lot of them are like citronella.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not only is it nice and cool, but it's good for getting bugs away. And if a rally just so happens to start,
well,
there's my tiki torch.
Yeah, for now, I'm just going to say use one of those like citronella wristbands and get some paper lanterns. And
Citronella wristband, well, la-ti-da. This guy's got citronella jewelry.
Well, there's actually another thing that I don't remember what it's called, that I've been told I have to buy because it's really good. You like wear it on your person, and it basically creates like a force field around you from bugs.
Oh, wow.
It creates like such a huge space. It like emits some gas. I don't know what it is. Probably farts.
Dude, citronella jewelry just came up with that. That's going to be $1 billion industry, bro.
No, I legit didn't come up with that. It was like there's even citronella stickers that you can put on a kid, and so you don't have to cover them in bug spray.
Oh my God, it's like the patch.
Yeah, you just throw it on like whatever their clothes are and stuff. Like if just throw it on their clothes. You get like a package of like 30 of them. And you just throw a few citronella stickers on your kid, and then the next night you throw a few more on the new whatever clothes.
That's hilarious. And there's like, oh my God, this sticker. How long do they last? I gotta look this up. Oh my God, I'm like totally, you've like blown my mind. I'm like totally intrigued.
Yeah, let's stop talking about this movie and let's get deep into the stickers.
Oh my God.
So I don't know why somebody thought to bring this up, but the hotel that they're currently in and the bank that is across the street, we're like on almost opposite sides of the island. They're shooting this in Puerto Rico. And I'm like, who cares? That was my whole thing. It was like, who gives a shit?
Oh, I do. Oh, this is where that was the original.
Yeah, this is where it went down.
The original one, yeah. What's he doing here for? He's setting up Antonia.
Why do you keep setting, like, there's nothing grosser to me than watching somebody be sweaty. Like a little bit, like you can see it a little bit on her, but on him, like his fucking chest is glistening in sweat.
Well, of course, anytime you're like a ripped guy and it's warm out, they're always sweating hard.
Yeah, but like, and I don't mind if there's
especially the armpits. So he is soaked in sweat.
That's what I'm saying. Like if he lifts up his arms right now, there's going to be fucking 2 giant dark pit stains.
Oh, absolutely. It must be hot as balls are because he is soaked.
Yeah, like why couldn't they have done this? Like why couldn't this have taken place in Switzerland?
It's acceptable for muscle dudes to be sweaty. If he was a big fat guy, then that would be gross.
I'm grossed out by anybody who's sweaty. You can even see on her arms she's sweaty. I
love lady sweat. Oh, yeah.
You notice how she has to stay back from the sun because she's a redhead and she'd catch fire if she got too close to the window.
She would explode into flame.
Like,
noticing how Stallone is so sweaty, he probably reeks. Yeah. So she probably took a step back to stay out of the funk zone.
Yeah. But look at his neck, and then immediately to the right, look at her shoulder, and look at the difference in like skin tone, and also look at her chest freckles.
Yeah, he's like lives on the beach. Of course, she can't go in the sun. Look at her, No,
she's got to be.
She's still reliving the moment. Like, how many times are you going to stand there and relive the same fucking moment?
Yeah, it's the most important moment of the movie. He'll wait to see my eyes.
Oh, he looked at him the whole way down, too. Yeah. He's like, fuck yeah.
He never stops looking at me.
Well, clearly, if he's still looking at him.
Yep.
Apparently, you love history, too, going over it again and again in your mind.
Exactly.
As we all do. Mm-hmm. Get out of my head!
What was that?
Ooh, she can stay in my head.
Yeah. But not in the sun. We've made that clear.
Oh my God. Yeah. Well, once you watch Bash at the Beach 95, you'll know all about skincare and what to and to not do in the sun.
Could you imagine? That would be my favorite thing in the world. Somebody was going to do like an off the top rope spot, but the guy was staring into the sun and didn't see him coming. He was supposed to like duck or something. And the guy just
you just explained the entire pay-per-view.
Oh, dude, when you can come over, you have to come over just so we can watch those. Like I feel like I need to sign up for the the trial of that and watch some of
the network. Like now when nothing's on, like there's a pay-per-view on tomorrow, but like now I've been getting into watching the old WCWs, and it is like it's like watching a car crash, man. It is like you can't look away. It's embarrassing.
Well, we used to watch a lot of
those.
This is
awful
because like your aunt and uncle's place used to have the old satellite where they could get
like the direct TV box or whatever. Those were the good days, man.
So we'd go there all the time and we'd watch all those pay-per-views and we would just see like the worst things. That's where we saw that one that we've classically talked about a bunch of times with what's his face, Dusty Rhodes going, what does that say, the Alcatraz? No. So now you explaining how Bobby Heenan was in that pay-per-view really leads to that other one.
Is this like a thing, like, you know how like they leave a bullet or like a horse head if somebody leaves a small orange on your fence?
I think it's target practice, but
I thought it was like a message. He's like, oh no, there's what do you call the little ones?
What little ones?
Little oranges.
Oh,
clementines. If there's a clementine stuck on your fence.
Yeah. That would have been amazing. This festival goes by and then she picks up. Somebody
oh my God! Is that why he's going to shoot them? Because like the Jew festival's coming down the street.
It's not a Jew festival. They're very Puerto Rican.
Yeah, it is the Star of David right there. Oh look! He's like the festival's starting. I understand like this all day until they're gone.
Yep.
He's like that white guy and his wife outside on the lawn. Get out of here! Where's Trump? Get off my lawn! Remember those people? They go.
God. Love that.
Oh, this guy's probably. Oh man, I don't think I've ever at a hotel ever ordered room service.
I have once, and it was.
Was it worth the money? Was it amazing?
Well, it was worth the money in that I didn't pay for it. My work did.
Oh, great! Your sugar mama paid.
No, I was. We were snowed in one time, and work put us up in hotels in Toronto, so we didn't have to drive home because they knew we wouldn't come back if we did. If they didn't. So we were in a hotel just down the street. And they said we could order food and all that kind of stuff. It was really weird and awkward, and I felt like it was going to happen. And I was going there with a guy from my shift, and I thought they were going to make us like stay in the same room. And I was like, this is going to be really weird. I might just go home. And then I found out we were getting our own rooms and stuff. I'm like, oh, this is the best. And I ordered room service, and I got like steak frite, and it was like, and it was fucking amazing. I was sitting there, and it came up with this teeny tiny little bottle of Heinz ketchup, like it was a glass bottle of Heinz ketchup, but it was only it was like 3 inches tall, and it was like amazing. It was like single serve. I was like, I didn't even open it because I'm like, it's too cool. I'm bringing it home. And
that is way too cool.
Yeah,
I thought that you would have ordered chocolate covered strawberries.
Yeah,
and you're alone.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
I did ask if there were escorts, but they said no.
Wait, who are you gonna have to share a room with? A dude or a guy or a girl?
A guy. It would have been a guy.
A dude, a guy, or a girl? Would it have changed your mind about staying there if it was the very buxom new secretary?
Well, we don't work, like, it was people in my department, so that wouldn't have
I don't give a shit. It's the busty, airheaded new secretary. That's who it is.
Well,
are you married at the time?
I was married at the time, yes.
Oh, that's a yes then. Oh, yeah, that's a yes.
It's a hard yes. Yeah. No, it would have been very weird. Like, if for no other reason, I just like to be away from everybody. Like
I do too. I hear you.
And I was just like, couldn't imagine. Like, I was like, oh, we're gonna be sleeping in like beds, like in the same room. I was like, oh, like
it's like at my job now because of the whole COVID.
Yeah,
it's like we get our own room, which is so wicked. There's nothing shittier than finishing a 13-hour workday and then having to go back to your room with another one of your dude roommates.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like workmates or whatever. I'm like, oh, this sucks.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't be great. And it's and that was my big concern. It's like it happened twice that I got put up on a hotel, but the one time I didn't order anything because I didn't really think I could, and then I found out after the fact. I'm like, no, you should have ordered something. I'm like, oh, okay.
It was all comped. Damn, that sucks.
Well, and now it's different now because now I have to pay for it myself, but they'll like reimburse me if they approve it ahead of time. or whatever, but I don't want to wait for money. It was better when they just like they booked the rooms for us, and I just showed up and I'm like, hey. And then I did have to give my credit card just for if I trashed the room or whatever, but aside from that.
Oh, yeah.
So I did.
It's the Eagles contingency. Just trash the room.
I'm writing that down because that's the name of this episode.
When I'm on the boat and it's like you have a roommate, it's so awkward. Like you have to both make sure that you're jerking off at the same exact time or else you'll hear something weird.
Don't.
You know what I mean? I just hear my own whines and weird jerk noises.
Yeah. Please don't alter your rhythm.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I've written it down now. This episode will be titled The Eagles Contingency, and there's no getting around it. I like how spaced, and so this girl who is already said she's a total like introvert and that she like never is around people and stuff like that, sees this festival on the eve of like the most dangerous thing she's ever done in her life, and she's like, ooh, I think I'll wander around this town I don't know for a while.
In the cemetery.
Yeah. I'm assuming
it's like the Mexican Day of the Dead or something.
I was going to say, I think it is Dia de los Muertos, and I think we'll find Coco any minute, but...
I think it is too.
Coco, another...
I swear, though, I saw like I guess, well, everybody dies. Yeah, anybody can celebrate. So I'm sure I saw the Star of David in there somewhere.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's like I said, everybody's, there's lots of dead people. So, anybody can, oh shit.
Yeah. Speaking of dead people, my favorite tweet... Speaking of dead people, my favorite Rush Limbaugh death tweet was somebody who said, don't celebrate his death, mourn his life.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's cheeky.
Yeah. And then
is cheeky.
Then somebody made the point, I guess, like they said something shitty about him after he died, and it was basically I'm glad he's dead kind of thing. And then people were like on his Twitter like just shitting all over him, and he's like, maybe I make the point that he'd be the first person to talk ill of the dead if he didn't like that person. He's like, so I'm pretty sure he'd be proud of me right now.
Exactly. Like he's a piece of trash.
Yeah.
Or was.
Yeah. Oh, still is.
I like this scene. Does he have to hold her in this manner? Oh my God, we're going to get sexy next. Yeah. She's like, I'm so hot.
She's moving up and down like she's grinding into his butt. See?
Uh-oh, come on, Stallone. I'm not looking for a female butt shot either in this one. I need one of the men's.
I totally hear what you're saying. It's like if I'm watching a Van Damme movie and I see a naked woman before I see his butt, I'm like, I know. I'm not interested.
I know, like I got to get revved up. You got to start me off here.
I know. I was, Carrie was telling me a story today, my wife, for people who don't know. She was telling me a story. There was a guy on the radio. They had a radio contest where he basically became like the president of the radio network, and they named it after him. They named the channel after him and all this stuff, but they interviewed him at the end. And I guess he said he tried to win some contest where you had to like confess like the worst thing that's ever happened to you or whatever. And he
the worst thing you've ever done.
No, it was like it's like the worst thing that's ever happened to you that you've like never told anybody. Okay. So you didn't have to have necessarily done it, but you had to have been involved. And basically he said like he went to like some strip joint and he met up with some girl and they went back to like his place and then she wanted to peg him and he said yes and it tore him open and he had to go to the hospital.
Oh Lord, lady, like just because some guy like says you don't get rough. Yeah, you got to start off slow, lady. She sounds like an animal.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. I was like, if I was ever gonna go down that road, I at the very least get to pick the size of the thing going in me.
Oh yeah, she had like the whole fist with the arm up to the elbow going in there, probably.
Yeah, no. What I want is like I want the suitcase opening, and I'm like, I select this one. Like she's got a whole, shape, sizes, and colors.
Yeah, like choose your like a whole wall. Some of them mounted like on things on the ground. Like
I want the small black one because I don't believe in stereotypes.
Exactly. That's what I like to hear. His hands are the gun. Where's he going? Like what the fuck?
Oh, he's got to go to the bank. And he's going
to the old orphanage.
He actually that's what he's doing. He's
He used to be an orphan.
I was going to say he's auditing the daycare programs there. So he was like sitting there. He's like, yep, right on time for their walk. Okay, good. Move on. Next thing we're going to see what the diaper changing station looks like.
I like her looking around all nonchalant. Yeah, I don't see anything. She's like yelling, looking around.
And she's basically got this, the same thing in her ear that the secretary does in the bank. So just a giant thing out of her ear, like nothing inconspicuous here. Just like predates earbuds.
Shit. He's coming into the bank.
He's going in. Oh God, he's going in.
I know, like, she's so, like, heat bag. Like, oh, my God.
Oh, my God, she's Electra. Yeah, you would think this is it's an international bank. Let's go ahead and assume there'd be air conditioning in here. Or maybe there is.
There's no air conditioning anywhere. If there is, my God. That
guy there was that money. He just cashed a check from a woman he seduced who was here on vacation. There's no, like, I just saw the look in his eye. He's like all suave and good looking. I'm like, there's no way he didn't just like con that money out of some random like woman who's on a house Stella got her groove back vacation.
This is love, girl.
Yeah.
This, if Stallone is sweating that badly here, I would be sweating 3 times as bad.
Oh God.
It must be humid. I can't handle humidity. Like, my God.
I couldn't deal. Well, it's that story I've told before, being in Florida on my honeymoon in June. And I was wearing that like plastic Mickey Mouse top hat because it was the one like silly married thing we bought while we were there. She had the Minnie Mouse bridal veil, and I got the Mickey Mouse top hat. We wore it for a day, their very first full day there, and I took it off at one point because I was like feeling really hot, and it was like I could feel like it's steamy in my head, right? And I was like, I need to cool off, so I took it off, and the second I lifted it, like just sweat poured down like it had been accruing in there.
Yo, you're a filthy liar. You told me that the crazy, silly thing you guys bought was that 15-year-old boy filled with cocaine.
He was not silly. He was very serious, and I'm not.
Yes. Yes, that's right.
There was nothing silly about that. I couldn't have been happier with that. He's now my IT guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like Matt Gates there. He's like, I will thank you not to ask me about my 21-year-old Cuban son that lives in my house.
Yeah. Hanging around the pool a lot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Why is it that I only buy my son Speedos? I won't tell you.
Where is he? Like across one room over?
He's in the room that. There's a little scorpion just hanging out. But no, he's in that room that Stallone was in earlier, saying like this is where he'll do it and stuff like that. Because that's what he did. That's when he was reliving that murder over and over. Look at like.
Jesus.
How gross would that feel? Assuming, like, let's even assume that that's not sweat, that's just water. Like, gross all day, every day.
That's me, buddy. That's me all day.
Could not deal.
Sweat. Now, I don't know. You know what? See, these things too is like in the summertime when I'm at work, man, I got to get I put a towel.
Yeah.
Literally over my head.
Yeah.
And then put a hat on top of it because I'm just like sweating balls.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Oh, look, he gave somebody his jacket. He's getting sweat in his eyes. You can't tell who's who.
Exactly. He's just picking literally everybody off.
He doesn't seem to care. He's been killing people on movie. He doesn't give a fuck.
You know what would have been the best? Is like, they're like, he's going to have this plan. He's going to sit here. He's going to shoot me in the heart. He's going to do it from this window. And then like he goes into the bank and he literally just drives out in a bazooka directly into the front door of the bank.
Nothing he was expecting.
Yeah, the whole bank just implodes and he just drives off. The end.
Oh, he's getting his Antonio on.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I mean, if you're going to sit up there, I'd have a sweatband on or something because, geez, that's going to compromise your shot.
Oh, God. I'd literally just be rolling around in fucking chamois.
Sham wow.
Yes. Yeah, the one, you've got one that's just sitting on your lap and it's sucking all the moisture out of your body. See, there's the pro-choice T-shirt I was telling you about before.
There it is.
On the girl with giant boobs. Probably that was the point.
Are they speaking to each other, or is somebody telling her or him a story?
They're talking to each other.
Well, what is he waiting for in the bank? Like fucking high noon or what?
He's doing what was done to him, which is like he had to wait for like hours and hours and stuff like that, and it made him all crazy. So he's like, it's gonna make him come out of the building, and then you're gonna go get the gun when he comes out. Which, because an assassin wouldn't bring a second gun.
Probably, yeah, exactly. Not at all. All I can think is a funny story. It's about a cat.
Yeah. So, something interesting, another one I read, and it was the way it was written was so good. It was in the IMDb trivia, and he's like, it's interesting because this is an international bank, so they would have automatic money counters, so there's no way it would take this long for them to count the money. And I'm like,
yeah, they are taking a really long time.
Yeah.
They're probably that thing you just stick it.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's the automatic money counter. It's like he's getting $18 million. He could easily, that would take minutes.
You think that you would just sit maybe behind do you have to sit right in the sun's path the entire time?
Well, it's weird that he's in the sun's path the entire time. You would think the sun would move.
Nope, not at this window. That's why you're so hot.
Welcome to Puerto Rico, where the sun never moves.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
the worst. That's the sunroom.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's gonna have sex with this bottle.
He's gonna take a crap.
Actually, the way he's unzipping his stuff right now is very reminiscent of the scene in Kinsey where the weird pedophile guy masturbates in front of them. He says he can go.
You love that scene.
Yeah. Well, I know we've talked about it a lot, but it was just the way he did it. It was just it was very for lack of a better word, jerky. And
well, he's not peeing or anything. He's pooping.
Oh, it just splashed everywhere.
No, he put the bottle right up his butt, so when you poop, it forces its way into the bottle.
Oh, this is a scene.
You gotta keep it shoved up. Oh shit! Fuck sheet.
Mm-hmm. Which is what he's gonna have to do.
Floating clock. It's just like arms of a clock floating.
Yeah. This takes place. Yeah, this takes place in the Wizarding World.
Oh my God, that's Prince Charles. Look.
Beastly sorry to bother you, sir.
He plays the bank manager. What, is he getting 20 mil to pay for the disc or whatever?
Yeah. Gotta get that disc.
No problem, eh?
What if it's the knock list from Mission Impossible and it carries over?
Does nobody, have they not renovated this hotel? They're like, you know what? This is a place for assassins. They know that it's a hangout of assassins, and
I've got
this, so they just leave this rundown hotel, I guess, in the middle of nowhere where anybody can just walk in at any minute and shoot a guy out the fucking window.
I've got news for you. This is the renovated hotel. This is what it looks like. This is it at its best. Why that? I know it was just probably some random extra, but I just saw that girl with the cast. I'm like, why was there a girl with a cast?
It's probably gun in there. She's probably an assassin.
Well, you know what? I don't like that she was there. I think she was miscast.
If he can't handle, this is probably why they fired him from his other gig. He's too impulsive.
Yeah.
If he can't sit up here like Stallone did.
But that's the thing is Stallone did what he's about to do is exactly what Stallone did, according to him.
Yeah, but Stallone waited.
No, he left.
Oh, he did? I thought he shot the guy.
No, he didn't shoot the guy, but he's doing exactly the same thing. He said, here's what he's going to do. He'll be waiting so long, he's going to go nuts, and he's going to think that I'm not there anymore. He's going to go down. He's going to go into the
original scene, Stallone hung out and killed the guy.
But he went back and killed the guy. This time. So basically what's going to happen, he's going to see that he's there. And then he's going to go back and then wait for him to come out because now he knows he's there. And that's what Stallone did. But what he's doing is he's going to come and see me. And when he's coming, you're going to go get the gun so he can't kill me.
Right.
Yeah.
And he just said he made it 4 minutes longer than he did.
Yes.
Oh, shit. That worked out well.
Yeah. Hey, we got plenty of time.
Ugh.
That would have been the best if he just would have asked to use another just use another exit. He just left. They went home and he went crazy and then he just comes back the next day and gets the money.
Uh-oh.
Or he just
asked them, not there.
Or he just asked them to wire transfer it. You can
Oh,
send it
shit.
to my bank in the Caymans.
Get out of there.
Yeah.
Is he coming back?
Oh, no, he's going to go into the mountain. He's going to hide. He's hiding guns everywhere. This place is...
Oh, my God. And gardeners all over town are just going to find guns.
Yeah,
like, fucking...
They're mowing the lawn. They run over a gun, shoot themselves in the leg.
Guns all over the place here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he hit it up in the old rafters. Yeah, classic.
Yeah, well, where else are you going to hide stuff? Not
The floorboards.
No, the floorboards are all dug up in this place. You'd see it.
And plus, if you put it under the floorboard, it would just fall to the next floor down.
Yeah. Can we just assume that Antonio Banderas' sweat smells like a mix of like smoke and cinnamon?
Oh, yes. It's probably one of the Old Spice flavors.
Like he probably...
That just come naturally from his body.
Yeah. He probably doesn't smell good until he's been sweating for 13 hours. He looks like a European soccer player.
Oh, here we go. They're going to have a moment.
Yeah, exactly. I like the idea, though, because he's basically, oh, yeah, I'm here to assassinate you, by the way. Yeah, I know. I know you're here to assassinate me.
That's why I'm sitting in here.
Yeah.
Taking like 4 craps.
I'm working on 5. He's like just eating like... He's just eating random
Just killing time.
Yeah. Who the hell taught you? Oh, yeah.
You did. Here we go. He's gonna. Oh, and then it's a time travel story.
Uh-huh.
You taught me 15 years ago during the war. What war? The war against man.
I'm not the mark. This is now like a hard target moment. How does it feel to be hunted?
Oh yeah, or like Heat, where Robert De Niro and Al Pacino meet up at the diner.
Oh, absolutely. You gotta have that moment.
Chops.
Like, if you don't have the opportunity for like the bad guy and good guy to like see each other, what movie did we do? Like fairly recently.
Oh my God! See, look, she fell right through the goddamn floor.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you don't put things in the floorboards here. You have to put them in the rafters. But what movie was it, man? It was where like the bad guy and good guy literally never saw each other.
One of them
Element.
is what?
The Fifth Element.
Yeah, the Fifth Element.
Yeah.
Also, Mercury Rising.
Okay, that's fair. We didn't.
I was like, this movie sucks so bad.
I know,
but it had that kid. It had Freddy's kid in it.
Yeah, he was in. Yeah, he
from
was
the Dream Child.
Yeah, he was also the Boys Have a Penis, Girls Have a Vagina kid.
Oh, that's right, he is.
Yeah, I would like to think that that's what he grew up to be. Like, that's the only thing. Like, he goes to Comic-Con and he just like writes "Boys Have a Penis, Girls Have a Vagina" on like his autograph.
Have a wonderful summer.
You know, it'd be really good though if he wrote a book. Like, he became a doctor and he wrote a medical journal or something, and the title is "Boys Have a Penis, Girls Have a Vagina." And he's like, but then it has like ... but some people have both.
Whoa.
And then it's his study into hermaphroditism, or however you say that.
You not knowing how to say it means that you're a hater.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
Well, I know how to say hermaphrodite. I just don't know what the
hermaphroditism.
Yeah, the term,
tense?
The hermaphroditism, hermaphrodite.
Oh, the bell's tolling.
Yeah.
He's like, this air conditioning is fucking beautiful. Now he's gonna go back to that fucking hot ass.
Yeah, but now here's the big question: if you're a hermaphrodite with a big bush, is it called a hermaphro?
Ooh.
Well done.
I like that.
Can I just go ahead and cancel myself?
That also sounds like some kind of a sexy robot with a big bush. Hermaphro.
I am hermaphro.
It's kind of like Magneto. It's I hermaphro.
It does sound like
you can't see whether they are or not a hermaphrodite because his bush is just way too glorious.
Yeah, it could very well be the like one of those like really random like Marvel villains.
Oh, he'll be in something pretty soon.
It's just like Luke or what's his face? Iron Fist went against Hermaphro in one issue.
That sounds like that would totally work.
Yeah.
Iron Fist and her afro.
That wasn't even on purpose. I just wanted to name somebody who wasn't as big as Spider-Man.
Yeah, this is awkward, Stallone. I guess taking like 20 million out of a bank is probably, I guess it would take a while.
I mean, like, again, though, they've got friggin' counters, and they're also like marked, like stacks and stuff. Usually, I imagine. I don't know. I'm picturing it being counted the way it is in like fucking American Gangster, where they just have it and they're just like, okay, like 100,000, 200,000, 300,000. I guess they count out all the bills so they're not shortchanging you.
Uh-oh.
Here
he comes. He's gonna tickle her. She's got no choice.
That would be the best. He's like, or it goes back down and he's like hanging off her feet. He's like, oh, wee.
He knows something's up. Or is he just trying to get up there?
Yeah, that's cool. I like that the whole thing is you're going to give me this disc and they check it. It goes green. That means there's something on this disc. And then like proceed. You did it.
That's all you need to know.
Yeah. I like that she had hung up her purse somewhere.
She's still under the old floor, because she fell.
Yeah, well, she got out of the...
That place has really high ceilings.
I like that he just stepped on her. It does have very high cathedral ceilings, baby.
Yeah, they are pretty nice.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Puerto Rico or something? What is this?
Yes, I believe it's Puerto Rico. I feel like I might be forgetting and I'm saying the wrong place now, but I think it's Puerto Rico that they shot it.
But it's supposed to be Mexico.
I don't even know, I think.
Would they celebrate the Day of the Dead in Puerto Rico?
I wouldn't think, but I honestly don't know. I do not have this information.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Thank you for your business, sir.
She's going to drop kick him right out the window and use her gymnastics skills like she taught her daughter in Jurassic Park 2.
Yes. It'd be great if he's all nervous about it. He's like, would you guys mind doing me a favor? And all walks like surrounding me while I crouch. He's like, it's just a thing.
Okay, cool. A lot of people ask that coming out of this bank.
Yeah. It's a superstition I have about like making large withdrawals. That was always my thing. Like I used to see when I worked at the racetrack, because there was also a slots there, and every now and again somebody would like make like big bank. They'd like win like a $25,000 jackpot or like pull in some. It's like anything over like 10 grand. It would be like cuffed to a security officer, and you'd be escorted like with like a team to the car. And I'm like, that's awesome. Because like
that is pretty fucking cool, eh?
Yeah. Well, because like you just know that. Shoot him. He could have like shot him 40,000 times.
And he almost looked like he was surprised there.
Yeah.
Like
he has an earpiece. That means I can't shoot my gun.
He's like, wait a minute, I do smell a woman. Oh.
Yeah. Like, what a... You can't... Yeah, you can't talk your way out of why he didn't shoot him 1,000,000 times.
Why wouldn't they have done it in the opposite way, where the girl's in the bank and Stallone stays there? Like, why did Stallone have to go in to do that?
Oh, because it was in his name.
Oh, okay, so it's like, geez, he puts her in harm's way. Like, she's doing all the work now.
It was his job. Like, part of the thing was he had to... retrieve the disc, and then for him to get his money, he had to give the disc to the bank and withdraw the money to for himself. So I think watching
movies with no sound is way better.
Yeah, I know.
It's whatever, man. Fucking A.
Some of them for sure. I just want to hear him though. Can I like?
Oh, you know what I heard too was that Danny Elfman is doing the music for the Multiverse of Madness.
Danny Elfman.
Danny Elfman, and it's directed by Evil Dead boy there, Sam Raimi.
Oh, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, because what's his name dropped out or whatever, so now it's Sam Raimi and Danny Elfman.
I'd really like to see what Sam Raimi will do with it.
I know. I think he's going to do awesome. It's about time you did something.
Yeah, because I don't want like those Spider-Man movies. I mean, a lot of people like them and stuff like that. I never cared for them, and I think he could do better.
Oh, he totally can. Well, a lot of people still like Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
And,
which to me,
you know.
To me, they got worse and worse. Like, I I was fine with Spider-Man 1. I was like, with Spider-Man 2, because the big thing was being that like everybody saw his face, and that really bothered me.
I just hate when the bad guy goes good. Run, Peter! I've changed my ways.
I know. I
hate that.
I know. But
I'll take the blast for you. I mean, there's been like, I don't know how this movie comes to it's obviously it must be because of Stallone and Antonio.
Yeah.
Like, must have gone towards the budget because, man, there's not even any friggin' shooting.
Oh, I know. Well,
what a movie.
Maybe there's tons.
I didn't even get to see Stallone or Buddy's ass.
It must have been really weird on set too, because like you get into like a mind frame when you're watching when you're like in an action movie and like all the loud like gunshots are going off and the blanks and all that kind of stuff. It's like pow, 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 pow. And it probably gets you like, gets your heart going and stuff like that. And this one, you're just getting little squibs like blowing up pieces of wall behind you with no sound. It's just like boom, 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 boom. You're like, what the hell?
Well, they tried something different. They went for a different kind of action concept.
Yeah. Well, and it makes sense. Like, it's not like guys who would be killing people would be aiming to have the world's loudest guns.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to have to go. Oh, he's falling off the roof. He's already been shot by what's her name. Oh, he's going to fall through every floor.
This place is made of termites. It's like this well, I know it's mostly brick and stuff, so don't at me, people. But I'm just going to say, like, it's like this place was made of termites and it got a slight wood infestation.
Oh. No, drop kick him. Or elbow drop him.
That would be the best. Imagine she
make sure he knows, man. 2 in the head. He's dead.
Yeah. What if she just frog splashed him? She just jumped off and flat out frog splashed him right now. Like, how would you... I would pop like a monster. I'd be like, ah!
Oh, yeah, that's the last thing Antonio sees, too, because he's just fading out. And he just sees her just like, wow, what a magnificent frog splash.
Yeah. And then she's like, I did it. I killed him. He's like, I'm pretty sure the bullet to the chest probably got him. I'm not... She literally never listens to him. It's like she should have been shot right there just as a lesson.
Well, yeah, he could have shot him about 1,000,000 times, too, which is a good point. It's like, man, you were really... He wanted to see his eyes.
Yep.
Oh, that's no way to talk to a lady. See, this guy would have to put she in front, right?
Yeah.
Because he believes he's a woman.
Well, no, he was tricking. Oh, the man he killed is alive, and it looks like Daniel Craig.
And he believes he's a woman.
Yes.
He just said that's no way to talk to a lady. Yes. That's what Stallone's looking at. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Because it's like the 80s doesn't get it yet.
Yeah. Exactly.
Or it's like 92. He's like, oh, the fuck.
Yeah. Well, he's like, are you a trans woman? No, I just tricked you into thinking I was a woman.
He still doesn't get it. I'm like, you're a woman, what?
So what parts do you have? That's no way to talk to. It's no way to ask a person.
Like, this guy's trying to lay it all out for Stallone. He just cannot get over the fact that this is a woman.
Yeah. The movie that then goes on to explain like transgenderism and transvesticism and all that kind of stuff. He's like, okay, so transvestites just dress as ladies but don't think they're ladies. Transgender people identify as the other sex.
Oh, because that's his buddy.
Yeah. You son of a bitch. How did you know? He's like, I know you would go for the heart. That's why you always
Happy birthday, I'm not dead.
That's why you always shoot people in the face. It's just like in Dumb and Dumber, right? He's like, I got this bulletproof vest. He's like, what if they shot you in the face?
Yeah, what if they shot us in the... That was a risk we were willing to take.
Yeah. That's why it's like deer hunting. Get him right in the eye. Then you can bring the rest of it home and have him stuffed.
Oh, he didn't fall for it. Yeah, that was his plan all along. The guy with the Nick Nolte eyes. And the silencer.
Yeah. With the glasses on, though, he's a dead ringer for Daniel Craig.
Yep.
But yeah, if you pull off, it's like somebody, how people do that Buscemi eyes? You go on that website and it's like different celebrities with Steve Buscemi's eyes. It's the same thing, only Nick Nolte.
That's like a thing?
Oh yeah, it's a legit thing. It's hilarious.
Buscemi eyes.
It's so good too, and it's like it'll be like Dakota Fanning, like a young Dakota Fanning with Steve Buscemi's eyes.
Uh-oh.
Magneto and Professor X are about to team up.
Now Antonio knows they were both played.
Phew, pew, pew, pew. And again, no sound. Just.
She's making the noise.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. Imagine it just my door just going pew 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 pew.
He's like, oh, sorry, can you shoot him again? I messed up with the pew pews.
Yeah.
There's no reason to kill each other, boys.
Yeah.
That's totally like his desperado pose.
Yeah. Oh God.
Oh, they're gonna be best buds. No, man. The next shot during the credits will be sipping coconut drinks on a beach somewhere.
Yep. That'd be amazing.
He's in the middle.
They're in a throuple.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Fucking brains out.
It's fair. It's fair. He acted dead the first time and you didn't know for like 20 years, so let's go ahead and do a thing where we just
I told you 2 in the head, you know he's dead.
give him the old double tap. I wouldn't mind another I wouldn't mind another Zombieland movie. If they threw one of those at me.
I don't know if I saw 2.
Yeah, 2 was good. I mean, it's the same, but it's, it was fun. I really enjoyed, I really enjoyed the idea of it being a TV show, because it was going to be a TV show at one point. It was written to be a TV show, and I loved
Zombieland.
Yeah, and I loved the idea of that.
Yeah, it would just be them. It would be like their own Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Instead of,
Well, and they did a thing, because you know how they did that zombie kill of the week in the first one, where it showed like some crazy zombie kill? They were going to do, like every episode.
And like the old lady drops a piano on the one. I like that one.
Yeah, and they were going to do like one of those every week. And that was going to be like a part of like its, on like its running
kill of the week.
I thought that would have been fun, man. Like, I
think so too. I agree.
Yeah, it's another twist on it.
Kiss him.
Now, what would you feel worse as an actor, having like the whole sweat body thing going, even if it was fake sweat, or the blood all just sticky on your face?
I don't know. The face seems all right. I'm used to getting stuff in my face.
sticky stuff. Yeah, like
I'm going to go with the sweat.
Yeah, I think so too, because it's like down your back and all that kind of stuff. And
you know what gets me too is like I went for a wander the other day with like my boots on and all the gear, and it was like super cold and snowing.
Yeah,
and when I got home, like my undershirt was soaked.
Yep. I have that.
But like the other layers weren't. It was because it was so, I had lots on. I was moving, and all I wanted when I got inside was like to get this goddamn shirt off me.
Yep.
Like just get this off me, man.
Yeah. I have this.
Shit.
Yeah, I have this really thick like parka style coat, and every time I wear it, it does not matter what it could be minus like 100 degrees out, and I am sweating on the inside of this thing. It's like I've got my own little personal sauna. It'd be the best if these weren't reflective glasses and she just thought they were. Again, he wasted so much time not murdering him that he died.
I'm sure he's such a scumbag that he'll wait until he turns around after he just saved your life.
Yeah, well,
by not killing you.
But then there's the idea of, well, if I'm going to get the drop on him, it's got to be when he turns around, because we're already aware.
He doesn't have any gigs either. How's he going to be number one? They just killed just go to another agency. He's like, I killed 47 people for this one.
Yeah,
I'm just kind of looking to spread my wings and go to a new company. What do you guys have to offer?
Travels, There's like LinkedIn or something like that.
I believe that they should have had a bigger fight.
Yeah.
In this place. Like the place is falling apart. They could have been falling through floors fighting.
Yeah, I agree.
I would have having them just more kung fu action.
It would have
been they both know kung fu.
It would have been pretty great if just out of nowhere, like Sylvester Stallone did a backflip kick.
Yeah, exactly.
This movie, as much as I like Richard Donner,
backflip kick.
Yeah, as much as I like Richard Donner, this should have been a John Woo movie. I think it would have been.
Can we be friends?
Yeah. No, but think about what kind of a different movie it would be if it was John Woo.
Look at that, the Wachowskis, and they're both dudes.
They were both dudes then.
What a world, eh?
Mm-hmm. I'm always still blown away just by the odds of two siblings both being transgender. And
it's just like, you got a toy, I want a toy. And whichever one jumped on second is totally going to ready. He's like, oh man, I didn't really jump on this bandwagon too fast.
Son of a bitch. Why did we not coordinate? What if
you want a veg? I wanted a veg before you. No, you didn't. Yes, I did.
You know what would have been great? If they would have, like, the first one to kind of come out to, like, the other one. I bet that's probably kind of how it went down. The one came out, and then it was like, you know, a little time passed, and he's like, that's what I'm feeling too. Shit.
Yeah.
And then, like, so now that their real competition is the fact that one person was more self-aware than the other.
I wonder why. Yeah, that's like what they get into arguments at, like, the, you know, Christmas dinner. I'm more self. No, you're not.
Well, these were the writers of The Matrix. You tell me that you're telling me that's not the kind of conversation they're having?
So I wonder why only one of them did the new Matrix.
I don't know.
Maybe they were like, you know what, I'm going to do this. You go ahead, just do the Matrix. You got it. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. I got a feeling that
Kelly Rowan. Yeah, it's not Kelly Rowland. It's Kelly Rowan.
Oh,
yeah. It's not 1/3 of Destiny Child. Actually, let's be realistic. Beyonce was 4/5 of Destiny's Child, so she's 1/2 of a fifth of Destiny's Child.
1/2 of a fifth,
yeah, which is 1/10. I know fractions, but it's funny. It's funnier to say 1/2 of a fifth.
It is actually. I agree.
It played.
I 100% because it makes it sound like more of a like an even smaller kind of a. It's a more minuscule. Yeah. It really takes them down another notch or two, I feel, which she deserves.
Yeah, it's basically like if Inception was math. Zygmunt Grahn. What a name. I am Zygmunt Grahn. I am here to supervise the music and then kill you.
To the music I have created.
Yes, exactly. I don't like the weird thing they're doing with the, is there code going on? You notice the first letters are all, like, a larger size and bold compared to the other ones?
Well, guaranteeing you this is. So there's some dudes in a movie theater years ago trying to get all these numbers down.
Yeah. I'm just
so he can do his next kill.
Who's Jasp?
Oh my God, you don't know who that is? Come on.
Ed Sable describes fapping with Eric Nelson. I just saw a name and I just fucked up. I apologize.
I'm hungry. You said you had, what's it called, eh?
Well, the burger was yesterday. I said, today I ate, we got home just in time to eat pasta.
I want to try that bacon fat popcorn, man. This is what I was going to tell you. This dude that I know lives in, the outskirts of Windsor or something. I might have told you this, but he ordered a pizza.
Yeah.
And the bar band that plays all over the area, when you order a pizza, they come with the pizza and they give you a mini 5-song concert.
That's pretty amazing.
I know. I thought that was the coolest idea ever. I was because he sent pictures and I was like, oh, cool, man. It was like your buddies are playing, and I was like, they actually sound pretty good.
That's cool.
I was like, you guys are eating pizza? He's like, no, it was all together, and he explained the whole thing, and I was like, whoa.
That's cool.
That's the coolest thing ever. This is what they should do with the strippers who are out of work. You get a pizza delivered, you get to watch a little strip tease.
I'm not against that idea. I think that's brilliant. I did. There's a Mexican place downtown here where the delivery men are luchadors, which I like.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, you get delivered. There's just a big fat guy in a mask comes and delivers.
Is it Chili and Agave, or what place is that?
No, it's called, what is it called?
Zendaya or something.
No, it's called Taco Embassy.
Taco Embassy. Yeah. That's the exact name of the stripper place that comes with your pizza.
That would be amazing if they were just coming up. So Michael Kamen is the one writer, the one who initially did the scoring for this movie, and it was his 2 songs that got credited in there, and then the other guy was credited as doing the score. So they credit him for his songs like Bob Dylan and shit like that.
Yeah, the songs that he just found and put on there.
Yeah, well, no, he didn't find it, but he wrote, he composed those songs. But then because he didn't do the score, he didn't end up doing the whole score, he couldn't get the credit as the composer of the movie. So they just gave him music credits for them. Just so you know,
kind of the same thing with the new Flowers of the Lotus Moon or something, and there was like Leonardo DiCaprio was supposed to star in it, but then all these rewrites happened, and the studio didn't like it, and then DiCaprio is now like a side role, and that Jesse Plemons guy is now in the lead role, and
that's hilarious.
Yeah, it's like all this crazy shit.
Oh man!
And I guess the Scorsese wanted things to happen, but the studio and Leonardo DiCaprio were just kind of like, we don't know about that. And then so they split the difference, so it's going to be like, I don't know, some weird half and half, like the score and music for this movie.
Oh, interesting.
Can you see me in the dark?
I can. Todd's sitting in the dark and freaking me out. This is the first time we'd seen each other because screen share was on. I love it. Meanwhile, I'm the most lit person in the world because I was planning on this being a video, and it didn't go that route. So
me too. I had lights on. I have lights. I own lights.
You know,
you were trying to say I don't have any lights. I live in that hovel that the assassins were fighting in at the end.
Yeah, I'm just saying you don't have lights. I'm
pretty light over there. Did you see that?
Okay, you just made a fool out of me.
I could have been anything.
All right, guys, that is it for this one. Thank you so much for listening. Check us out at miscastcommentary.com. Email us podcast@miscastcommentary.com. All the cool things, all the cool places. Facebook, Twitter at Miscast Podcast. I'm at miscastjoe. Todd's at miscasttodd. Stuff. Find us. Love us. We'll be back next week with a Coming Attractions episode, provided we're both still alive. And if not, I'll be back with the Coming Attractions episode, dead or alive.
I think you assumed that I would be the dead one. You're I'll be back with an episode.
No, I'm saying even if I'm dead, I'm coming back.
Oh, okay, good. That's good workmanship right there. That's something you can strive for, kids. That kind of work ethic.
That'd be the best. That's when people really start getting into the podcast, and then somebody has to go I really like that Joe. What are you talking about? He's been dead for years.
That will only be the moment that we're both dead.
Yeah.
Then it will be popular, and they'll make a movie and and whoever came up with the remake will make all the money we fucking should have made.
Yeah. Quick, send us all money, guys.
And it'll be you'll be Jack Black, and I'll be Seth Rogen or some shit.
Coming out, yeah.
Although I do love Jack Black.
I do. So it works, though. I see that movie happening. He'd have to shave his head. I feel like I'd be more like Kyle Gass.
He did shave his head. He is bald.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's totally bald right now.
Oh, life just got wicked.
Yep.
Sweet. And I want them
knowing the way that this will be, you'll be The Rock, and I'll be Kevin Hart.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not. Hey, at least I got to be The Rock. At least somebody's going to get. At least somebody will be close to my body type.
Exactly. Samoan.
Not quite there. I got the tribal tattoos, the giant muscles. He's not quite where he needs to be, but he'll get
exactly.
There.
Exactly.
A few more years in the gym, he'll get somewhere. All right, man.
Believe in yourself.
Oh, light. I know what color your shirt is now because the light is reflecting off of it and entering my cornea.
Not even wearing a shirt.
Oh, Lord. You got assassinated. All right, guys. We're both yawning enough, so I think it's time for us to go. I
agree.
We will see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
This has been Miscast Commentary with your hosts, Joe Finley and Todd Murray. Executive producer, Joe Finley. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen. Visit www.miscastcommentary.com for all news related to the podcast. Miscast Commentary is a Miscast Media production.